What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Pack A Pod. Ladies and gentlemen, Black Ops 7 Zombies Beta. For the first time ever, we got to play Zombies in the beta. It is live right now. We all had a chance to play it, I think, except for Kyle, but he got to see some of the gameplay around, people who were playing the beta and testing out different things and stuff like that. So we're going to break it down from top to bottom and kind of go through our thoughts and feelings going into Black Ops 7. And if we feel a little bit better, the we are back meter might get adjusted here. And then we have a draft later on in the show. But boys, I think we just kick it off right here. Let's get straight into it. The beta, it dropped, and we all got a chance to kind of sit down, get our thoughts together, play together, figure out how we felt about some of the things. And I guess I'll start off immediately. I'm going to try to segment it in between the different versions of different things within the beta. I'll kick it off with just the vibe and the overall feel of Black Ops 7 Zombies. Now, this is a very small sample size. We only got to play one POI, and it wasn't a very big one. From what we've seen, it looks like Ashwood is going to be like a gigantic POI, and we really just got the farm, which is pretty small. It's got some layers to it, but not much. Not much to explore there, but let's kick it off there first. Jay, I'll throw it on down to you first for the vibe, the overall feel, and just getting into the game, the looks, all that kind of stuff. How did it feel checking out Farm?
Like we've talked about when we saw the pictures and the COD Next gameplay and all these kind of things, the skybox looks sick. Like the actual visuals of the map look way better than I would say pretty much any of the BO6 maps. Like, it's very clear that they heard the feedback of, we don't like facilities, but I feel like it's deeper than we just don't like facilities. It's like, when you think back to old Zombies, there was a clear, like, ambiance and aura that every map had. Now, not all of them have to be some sort of, like, neon, purplish, whatever, like this one is, but they all have, like, a very clear, distinct style from each other, and this one feels very different than any Zombies map we've ever had, so I love the vibe a bit. Even just like the small things of like, and you and I were joking about it because we were playing like a duos run for our first game on stream. But just the small things like the ammo crate being slightly different does go a long way. The armored zombies not just being like military dudes in Kevlar who it's like, yo, just showed up from the air base 400 miles away, like decided to come hang out. Like, that was always dumb. How did you get here to this castle? And you're wearing a Kevlar vest? Like, that didn't make any sense. So those guys being like different and actually zombified and making sense as to how they have extra health compared to normal ones, I think went a long way. Just a lot of those like very small things in terms of the visual aspects of the map, I think are really cool. I'm a big fan of it. And I think this was definitely a very good step in the right direction compared to BO6 and Cold War.
Now, Jumba, me and you played kind of deep into the night on the first night we had the beta, and we were both kind of talking back and forth about different things that we were liking and feeling better about. And I think one of the topics was just the overall feel, and it just felt different. Like, it just felt like you could actually get involved in the lobby. It felt like you were separated from you just playing a game, and it just felt overall a lot better from your side of things. Just the vibe and the overall feel of the map, the little things that you noticed throughout playing it. How did you feel?
I'd echo a lot of like what Jay said in terms of, obviously, like, I think we're all gonna say the same thing. Skybox, vibe of the map, that was all great. The one I was super excited about when I first like hopped in and played right away, I don't know if I texted you guys it, but I wrote it in a text where about the armored zombies. I'm like, I fucking love this shit that they're just like overgrown and have bones, and it's not like the SWAT Team 6 that just fucking apparently came out of the ground over and over again. And then, but like the other thing about the vibe that was really cool is just like, there's a ton of like noises and just growling everywhere, but like even when zombies aren't around, where I'm like constantly like looking, why do I hear this over here? There's the box underground that's got me like questioning something. Me and Wyatt were standing on the car next to the trap, and I'm like, I'm getting smacked by this thing. I swear to God, I'm getting smacked. And then Wyatt went down to the car. So I'm pretty, we might be coping and going schizo, but I'm pretty sure there's some shit going on with that car. Or like one point, like I'm like just standing there and I hear growling behind me, and it's the dudes hanging and the zombies are alive. Yeah. And that all added to the vibe of the map in so many different ways, where I was like, I love this shit. And I didn't see, at least maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't see one electrical wire fucking lying across the floor. That shit was awesome. Other than like obviously the one like the machine to the power switch. So you know, I enjoyed it a lot. It was really good, and
But
it just
even
felt
like that machine was sick,
Yeah.
you know, because it
It
was
was.
all like overgrowth, and there was a way
Yeah.
that you have to interact with it, you know.
Yeah, my point was like with the electrical wires is like Citadel, like the doors opened
Yeah,
up and
the
there's just
facility,
wires
yeah.
everywhere. Like, why is this a thing? But like, yeah, the whole vibe of it, and like what I just really really liked, the biggest thing is there were so many moments where me and Wyatt were looking at something, we're like, this definitely has to do with the Easter egg. I'll get more into this later with like some of the things I'm like, this has got to be used. But like, I was literally looking at the cages and I was like, you think this is using the Easter egg? Like, kind of like Zetsubo? I'm like, you think we gotta fucking trap something in here? Like, I don't know. Like, so yeah. So like, it's just the fact that we had so many of this stuff where we're looking at it, like, this could be used in a very interesting way. Or like the Vandor family at the table. There's so many things we're sitting there and like this, there's 5 cups on the table. There's only 4 people here. Who's the 5th cup? Like, why? And so like the fact that we can build this lore again off an atmosphere, the same way we used to back in the day when we like heard Sam come out of the freaking zombie's voice, like, was kind of cool. I really liked that. That was making me really happy. We were enjoying it.
Yeah, getting back to just some of the interesting things with just the vibe overall is for the first time in a long time, I was able to actually kind of sit down and Jumbo mentioned it, the cup thing. It might be nothing, but
yeah,
in Black Ops 6, I never really had a moment where I was like, oh, this could be for the story or something like that. There was just never really a moment like that for me. It never really clicked. It just there was no substance for me to look around. And I remember back in World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 even, you're always looking for something that connects to the story. It's always there was always something that you could draw from and be like, interesting, cool. And I love having that feeling again. And even the small things. I think the biggest part about the vibe and just the overall feel of the farm and just the beta in general was the fact that the small things were all there. They were all in the right spots, fading into the game. Like just fading in and just being like, okay, cool, sick, like awesome. Like that's just a small change that makes a massive difference. The armored zombies not having armor, dude, it's so much nicer and it's so much more engaging when you don't have to look at a zombie who looks like he just clocked out from like working a Brinks truck and just offloading, you know, money to different companies. Like it actually feels like you're immersed. It's just an overgrown zombie. It's awesome. That feels so much better. It's more immersive, and I'm excited for stuff like that.
Real quick, I just wanted to say, last thing, I will give kudos to the beta. I feel like the reason we were able to explore this stuff is because of a lot of our experiences with the maps the first time in Black Ops 6 were literally hopping straight into the Easter egg because it was already solved. So I thought the beta was really cool because it forced us to just play rather than hopping in and going to do the Easter egg right away, to the extent where it's like we could like really take the time to analyze that. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know like how much we're gonna get that with like the rest of the maps, obviously, because we're just gonna hop into them. But that's one thing that I thought that having zombies in the beta for once was pretty cool.
I'm actively looking around the outside of the map, and I'm like trying to figure out like what is this, what is that.
Yeah.
And all those
Guys,
different
Wyatt
things.
goes to me, he's like, this building looks so interesting. I'm like, that's fucking Janus Towers, bro.
It was Janus Towers. I was looking at a building that I've already seen before. But to be fair, I
It's
played that
purple now.
map
You got a
maybe
purple.
3 times. I played that
I
map
think
maybe
that's
3
the building, because you were also pointing at like some broken structure, but I'm like, right behind it is Janus Towers. So if you're talking
Yeah.
about Janus Towers, we've been there.
More like Anus Towers. Am I right?
Yeah.
Rich, how did you feel about everything? Because me and you played for not like a super long time, but we got a chance to get in there and kind of and like test it out. From your perspective, what'd you think of like the environment and everything that was going on with the farm?
Yeah, so I definitely had to go back and replay it today because I was definitely drunk last night when we were playing it for the first
Just
time.
happy dads.
So I mean, definitely needed to go back and revisit it, which I did today. I love the vibe of this map definitely a lot more than some of the previous maps that we've gotten, definitely with BO6. I definitely like what they've have done, basically kind of like Jumbo had said. It's a lot of the small detailed things, right, that now we're finally getting back into. It has me feeling kind of like back in World at War when we actually had the radios, right? Or in BO1 where you have the little meteorite rocks, things like that. It's just small things that I think add a little bit of heart and soul to it. So I'm glad to see that they're bringing some of those things back. Overall, it passes the vibe check. I'll just leave it at that.
That's all it needed to do. That's all it needed to do. That's literally all we were looking for in that. And Kyle, I know you didn't get to play too much of the map, and you kind of just got to see it from afar. But I mean, you've seen this thing already, man. Like, you already know what it looks like, and would you say it passes the vibe check as well?
I would say it passes the vibe check. So far from what I've seen from the map and everything, I think there's a lot of cool stuff, like the little box in the basement that makes noise, and I'm like, damn, that definitely has to do something with the Easter egg. And then there's a bunch of other things that are like throughout the map that I'm like we don't have access to everything yet, but I think like the whole atmosphere and everything is cool, and it's way better than what we got in BO6. I mean, it passes the atmosphere check, all that. Plus, I kind of like the new little dog guys, the scavengers they got for the dog round.
Oh yeah,
Like they
we'll get to those.
Like they eat the
those.
fucking shit on the ground. I was like, this is kind of a weird twist, but I mean, I guess that's kind of cool. Plus, hey, listen, I'm just gonna say it right now. I think all bear mode probably wouldn't be that bad.
And yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's a perfect segue. The next thing I kind of wanted to get into here is some of the newer stuff, and by newer stuff, I mean just some of the zombies in general, so like the Ravagers and the Zursa Bear. We've got those brand new things, and then I also want to throw in the perk on top of that as well. Now, Rich, you're a big Ravager hater, which I am not.
Bro.
I actually think the Ravagers are good. What makes the Ravagers so annoying for you?
For me, it's unless I have stamina up, they're just right on my cock the whole time that they're on the fucking map. And it would be one thing. Okay, so right, you have stamina up. That's a perk that's supposed to allow you to run a little extra fast. Well, if you're running in a full sprint with stamina up and you can't even get away from them, it kind of, I mean, yeah, it does force you to figure out a different strat for them, but those little fuckers piss me off because I have stamina up and I can't get away from them. I can't turn to shoot because then I just get fucking obliterated.
Now, counterpoint, and me and Jumbo were talking about this last night. I said that I actually appreciated the originality with the Ravagers, and it's really nothing too crazy. Like, it's not the craziest idea of all time. It's literally just a semi crazy fast zombie that runs really quickly. It'll get right up underneath you, and then it'll be like annoying, right? It's like not the biggest concept of all time. It's pretty tame, but I do think that the aspect of them running in a group together is really cool. Like the fact that they can group up and they can tear your shit apart. I like that, because what we said throughout Black Ops 6 the entire time was that we were tired of the fact that so many times all the maps just kind of had the same special zombies. It was the same ones over and over and over again. With the Ravagers, they're at least unique in that way, and we'll get to the Bear as well, which is also unique. But I like that. I like the fact that they have their own little thing. They're super quick. They get right up underneath you, and it's frustrating. It's a round that you can die on if you're not careful and you're not prepared. It's one of those rounds, like, it can fuck you up very quickly.
And I might just be a hater, but you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna hate anyway because I don't care. Yeah. But yeah, it definitely. There was one round that I was playing today, and I was like, "Did I almost just die to these little fuckers?" Okay,
yeah, they
all right, that's cool. Whatever.
Yeah, we had some people in the chat who were watching the live stream. By the way, go subscribe on YouTube if you're listening on Spotify. We were live going through all the beta and stuff like that. If you haven't, we were streaming there, going through the map. We'll probably do that more in the future. But Dom Zombie, one of the listeners, had said he was drawing comparisons to the jumping jacks from Die Rise, and I thought that was kind of like, at first I said no, and then I just thought they got right up underneath me. But they do jump, like they will jump at you. So yeah, shout out Dom Zombie for that one. Jay, how'd you feel about the new special zombies?
I thought the Ravagers were cool. Like, when you actually start to like think about all the stuff they can do, number one, they don't only eat salvage, they'll also eat like nades and all the extra random shit that's on the ground. And if you let them eat it and then they like start glowing and then you kill them, they drop salvage. So they can turn grenades and all the other BS that you don't care about into extra salvage for you. which is actually like pretty beneficial if you allow them to eat all that stuff. Also, look creepy as hell when they go over and eat it. You think they're gonna come hit you, and then you go look over and there's like hunched over on the ground, just like punching on a combat axe. Like, what's that about? But I thought they were cool. I also thought the whole like meme idea that you thought of, where The Office, where Dwight's like hella tall and he's just like hanging out, and then realizes that Angela is like standing right next to him. He's like, oh,
yeah,
like that's when you
From
kind of
The
just like
Office.
playing the game. Yeah, when you're just playing the game, and all of a sudden you look down and the Ravager's like right there underneath your ass, just like jumping at you.
Just fucking clawing at your
I
dick.
think that's cool. And I do wish that they were like a little like when we talked about it on the blog post, which we haven't played the full map, but the description of them was like they lurk in the shadows and they only hunt in packs and like all this stuff. So I thought there was going to be more like specificity to the actual way that they play, but it feels like they just play like any other normal zombies thing. Like I thought if there was one by himself, he'd like kind of like pussy out and not want to like come fight me because he's by himself. But if all his boys showed up, then they'd like sick my ass. That wasn't really what happened. And like I said, it's maybe just because we're playing the beta, but I thought there was going to be some cool, unique stuff like that. It's not like a deal breaker, but I thought that was going to be a potential cool thing, and it just wasn't. So
Jumba the bear, the Zursa, he was on her ass throughout a lot of the night, and a lot of people don't like the Zursa either. Once again, I feel like it's something unique, and I'm not going to sit here and complain about something unique, because the last thing I want is a mangler pulling up in the middle of round 40 and being like, okay, here we go again. Now, we did get something like that, which we're going to get to in a second, but how'd you feel about the bear?
I'll get to the bear. I was just going to quickly add last point to the Ravager is like, again, when we're talking about like this shit's going to be used for the Easter egg, like the whole thing about their glowing, and then after like they drop salvage, the more they eat, the more salvage they drop. So I wonder if there's going to be some sort of separate, it's like, we got to get this thing to eat something specific and then kill it, and then after it drops like specific item for next step. That's a way that this could be involved into the Easter egg, and I think it'd be really cool if they use these mechanics for the new special zombies they're adding. I enjoyed the Ravagers because like they had me pressed at different times, and like when they all did group up, that whole oh shit they're underneath me, there'd be moments where I'm just chilling and I'm like, oh fuck, there's 4 underneath my feet, and that was great. Now they're difficult. They weren't so hard where I was like, this is annoying, like I can't play, in my opinion, but they were difficult where it's like you said, you had to be locked in, and I can't think of the last special zombie that like you had to be like locked in for. Like what the fuck did vermin and parasites do? And then if we go even back even to like some of the old special zombies in like Black Ops, like even 3, they go back all the way there. Like there's not very many that like all ever have you all that press. So it's pretty cool to like, you know, have to pick up Richie 4 or 5 times because he died to them. But
I was drunk.
seven
don't-
happy dads.
Don't
seven
let the
happy
listeners
dads.
get that shit.
The way he was
twisted.
drinking the Happy Dads, he looked like the vermin eating a combat axe. He was deep in those things.
I was hunched over, just fucking in a bag of Oreos. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Literally.
But and then on the let's go to then after Zursa, I thought crazy good like elite zombie. Elite zombies obviously I saw some things online for like Raffle Waffles and this and that. I thought the Zursa added everything you hate about the Abomination and the Amalgam into one, but in a way that made it work. Like to hit the weak spots, you do have to wait for it to like stand up, and you could hit its stomach or something like that. But then like it's in your face. Like the Abomination's never really in your face, like pressing you, but this thing could get in your face. And I thought it was great. Now, the problem was like, I thought it was okay too, because like I had the ray gun most of the time to deal with it. I found like it could be maybe a pain in the ass where I'm not going to enjoy it if you don't have a gun that could like really rip through. Especially when you get to the higher rounds where you're dealing with 3 at a time. So that was a little bit annoying, but I liked the intensity that it brought. I thought that I didn't really find the beehive thing like that much of a pain in my ass at all. Like I probably had to deal with it once. Other than that, never really concerned me. But yeah, it was really I liked it a lot. It was like a breath of fresh air to me.
And
It's
that's
like
really all
it
it
was the
comes down to.
excitement I felt like when I saw the Amalgam the first time. The first time I saw the Amalgam, it had me feeling like I was like tense, right?
Yeah.
When I heard the growl of the bear, I was like, oh shit, bear on our left, bear on our left. The Amalgams got boring by the fucking 5th map they put them in or whatever. So That's like, if they only had them the one map, I would have thought amalgams are great.
Exactly. We ended up seeing them way more than we wanted to. But the one thing, so Rafa Waffles had said that a lot of the attacks were annoying to deal with, which I think that's supposed to be the point. And the one thing I agreed with him on was after you kill the 3 major spots on the Zersa, you still have to dump in like a lot of bullets just to get it killed, which I feel like is a really annoying mechanic rather than just adding like another spot or another couple spots, maybe one that's like harder to hit, or maybe you can only hit when it's standing, whatever it may be. Just dumping in bullets is just a shitty way, I think, to kill an enemy. So I agree with him on that. But everything else, I kind of disagreed. I thought that the ranged attack was interesting. I thought the swipe that did damage over time, interesting. It just means that you can't just sit there and tank damage, which I feel like a lot of modern zombies players are used to just sitting there and kind of tanking damage because you're allowed to do that in modern
zombies. You can
zombies.
melee the crap out of abominations and amalgams, like with melee weapons and like proper augments pack. Once you kill them, I would actually be concerned to melee the bear.
Yeah, no, I tried doing it because that one game we were playing, I was melee only, and I got my ass kicked a few times. I would get the final hit, but because he can swipe, you're still taking that extra damage on top of zombies trying to swipe at you. So I found it pretty fun. I just hate that at the very end you have to just dump a bunch of bullets. I'd rather have, one more thing you can add in there to kill him.
That, though, I want to come back to when we get to guns, because I have a feeling that's more of a gun thing than a Zersa thing. Like, I have like specific stuff I want to talk about with the guns, yeah.
Now, some of the other brand new things. Real quickly. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Real quick, because I didn't get to talk about the Zersa. I agree with what you said about what Rafa Waffle said. I think the simple fix for that is if you shoot all 3 of like the high value spots and the beehives come off, I feel like at that point, if all 3 are off, it shouldn't just do like extra critical damage because it's a weak spot. If all 3 weak spots are exposed, it should like shred him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got rid of the 3 vulnerable spots, so you intentionally fought him the way he should be fought. Then he should just like basically die instantly. That said, I do think it's cool that the ray gun specifically was good against the Zersa. Yeah. I used the ray gun our first game because I spent like 30,000 points to get the Mark II, didn't get it, got a ray gun. I was like, I guess I'll use this. And the ray gun was like, it's the same as BO6 against zombies. It's whatever. But against the Zersa, it felt really good. Like the ray gun was kind of shredding that thing. And you and I, when we first did our duos game, we saw the Rafa Waffles tweet. And we were like, I don't know if we agree with that because we were destroying him. But I think that was because we were duo queued up, and we would shout out the max ammo change, giving you back your like grenades and tacticals. Absolutely goated because we were using like Casimir's. So a bear would show up, we would chuck a Casimir, all the zombies would get distracted, and then we would just decimate the bear together. So we were just doing that constantly. We were just shredding through them all the time. So I played again today. I did a solo run, which, by the way, our duos run first game on. We got to round 51, and then we exfilled. Solo run, I also got round 51 and exfilled as well. So the game is still kind of easy, like BO6. But solo run, I did it because I wanted to see if I didn't use a ray gun, is the Zersa like significantly harder? It is more of a bullet sponge, but I also think that Rafa Waffles was a little over exaggerating because I did intentionally not use Casimir's or monkey bombs, and I didn't use the ray gun for like most of the bears that I fought. By the end of the game, I got bored because I was like, I feel like my theory's kind of like I've proven it by this point. So then I got a ray gun at some point in the box when I was trying to get the Mark II again, which feels impossible to get, by the way.
I don't know. I hit 40 fucking times. Dude, got the normal one, said, whatever, I'll take this one because I just wanted a ray gun to deal with the bears because me and Wyatt just died on like 40. Wyatt accidentally exfilled and then Richie died, and then like I want to come back to this specific point because I want to talk about the guns. But then, so I was like, I need the ray gun to take care of this bear. And then I couldn't get it. And then Wyatt hits it like 2 boxes later.
I hit
and I'm
2
like,
box spins and I got it.
I was like, I fucking want this Mark II, bro.
Across my 2 games, I've spent like 60 to 70,000 points, and I have not gotten a Mark II a single time. I've gotten 3 ray guns, but not a Mark II. Anyway, eventually, like I said, I got the ray gun and whatever. It was like the last like 10 or so rounds, 5 or so rounds, and I was using it. But I felt like I didn't think that it was like actually that difficult to deal with because I was thinking like maybe when we were on duo, there was just times where I could shoot him for free because he was coming at you. But I feel like it's just kind of like a standard BO6 boss where like even if the bear's running at me, if you just keep moving and just don't ever sit there and stop and allow the bear to like get up in your face, you should be safe for the most part. Like, that's how you play Modern Zombies. You just got to keep going on the move, turning around, pop some shots at them, and then get back to hauling ass. And it didn't feel that difficult to me, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I like the Zersa a lot. I think it's a good boss zombie. I think when we have the full map with the actual wonder weapon and all this, like I keep saying it too, like all the augments were not available. So there's certain ones like on the what's it called, the Deadshot,
Whiskey?
like that does more critical damage. Like we don't even have that one on. So there are certain augments that I think will make life a little easier. And so I think the bear won't be as big of an issue on the actual full map as opposed to how he feels on just farm. So
Now, getting into the other new thing here, it was Wisp T, the brand new perk, and we tried it out. I first initially using Wisp T, I was not feeling very good about it. And there's still some reservations I have with Wisp T. But the second time I played with it, it was an absolute monster. And I'm not really sure what the qualification is for when the Wisp will come out, but it is really good when it does come out. And so I feel like Wisp T is going to be a monster when the augments are actually available, when you're able to actually throw the augments on there. But I think this perk is going to be gigantic coming up in this game. And we talked last week about how there's not a whole lot of things you can do with brand new perks. I think this is a perfect example of like a unique perk that will be really fun to use. And I'm even more excited and fun to have to weigh the option of buying it when we get to the classic mode. Like, it's going to be awesome. But I thought Wisp T was really, really good when the Wisp comes out. Absolute monster. Deals a ton of damage, gets a lot of zombie kills. Even later into rounds, it takes more time. It doesn't kill them immediately. It has to do damage over time. But, I mean, on an insta-kill, it is gross. Like, the Wisp T is gross. Now, what I think you have to do is I think you have to deal a certain threshold of damage in a short amount of time for it to come out. But it does go back on a timer before it can come out again. That's what I think. I don't really have the, specifications for it, but I think the new perk is really, really fun, man. I think it's really, really cool. I'll throw it on down to Jumba first. Jumps, what'd you think of Wisp T?
I think with augments, it's going to be really interesting when augments come out, because I imagine, I don't know if there's a leak that showed the augments already. I can't remember if I saw an image like that, but
it was in the blog post.
Oh,
There's
was it
like
in the blog post?
monkey, remember the monkey,
Okay,
the
yeah.
maiden, and I made the maiden joke.
Yeah, that's right.
But then also there was the one augment that I'm really looking forward to that's like it'll hold the last zombie until the round expires for you. So
Yeah, I'm going to basically go give that a read through because I want to see how the augments will affect it, because I think that's pretty cool. Other than that, yeah, I found it helpful at certain times in the proc. The only big thing was I have no fucking idea how to get it to proc, but other than that, when it did, it was cool. So, am I upset with it? No, I'm happy it's added. I think it's something unique and new. And since you could get every perk in the game, I'll buy it. Now, if there was 4 perk limit, is it making it into my perks? Right now, I'd say no, but I've been starting to think with so many perks in the game, when 4 perk limit comes around, and I'm trying to think, what would be my 4 perks? I think that's an interesting thing we should talk about one day. With the current perks in the game, what would be the 4 perks? Because I love Vulture Raid, but does Vulture Raid make the 4 perks? I don't know.
No, it does not. Unfortunately, sorry, Kyle.
because believe it or not, it's not the best perk in the game.
Kyle,
No.
Kyle, they need
know.
to change it, man. They need there needs to be a
don't know.
functional change to Vulture Raid.
Kyle,
I
when
can
we
mix
play
it in.
cursed mode, you're
Look.
gonna mix it in, and I guarantee
You're
at some
gonna
point, if you
die.
play enough, you're gonna be like, man,
Look.
I don't think I should be running this
Like
vulture.
you, that's the thing. Like you need Jug. You
Yeah.
need Jug. You don't really need Quick Revive, but because of the passive of Quick Revive that it makes regen faster, Quick Revive's kind of goated. And then depending on the map, I feel like you're gonna want Stamina Up, and then you're gonna want Double Tap. So
Okay, this
we
is
don't
even
have to
harder,
go-
right?
we're
Like,
gonna go
imagine-
down this rabbit hole right now. Let's do it. Let's.
No, I'm just saying, imagine if there is a version to the classic mode where it takes away augments, which I'm sure is going to be one of them. If there's no augments, I mean, maybe you can substitute Quick Revive with a Vulture Raid, but I
Okay,
think Wisp T.
But that's not an augment. The Quick Revive faster regen thing. That's
No,
just.
I
Quick
think he's
Revive.
saying getting rid of the other one because of the augments on the whatever the thing was.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If
I don't know.
there's
I'm
no
trying to help
augments
White out.
on curse mode, then probably I will step away from Voltrade because augments do help out the perk a bit when you get to the later rounds. But I will say, yeah, it does.
The
You
only
get
thing that
ammo.
helps out is
the
the
max
ammo.
Yeah, ammo
but you
for
can
your
just
wonder
buy
weapon,
ammo.
baby.
Yes, but
You have all these
never-
points for what? What are you gonna spend them on?
You're gonna buy
Kyle.
ammo. You're gonna buy ammo in
Yes.
curse mode, huh? What you gonna
That's-
do?
I mean,
Well,
that's-
curse mode, I'm
that's
not
a
going to
decent
use
result.
Voltrade. If I have a 4 perk limit, I'm not going to use Voltrade anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna run out of ammo.
Okay,
Is that
so
what you're
Kyle,
gonna do?
what is your 4 perk limit here? You've got Juggernog, Voltrade. What are the other 2?
death perception. We know you get putting that in there.
No, fuck that perk. That perk is a piece of shit. If there's no augments at all, are we saying no augments or
Yeah.
there is augments?
No, none.
No augments, sure.
If there's no augments, I probably wouldn't give Voltrade. But if there is
Okay,
augments,
so there it
Okay,
is.
augments,
Yeah.
sure. Whatever it is that makes you want to use Jug and Voltrade, what are the other 2?
Jug, Voltrade, I'm more of a power guy, and then if I have to res you, we'll get to that when we get to that. So I'll probably run double tap and then dead shot.
Dead shot. Not
That's
even.
not a bad. Actually,
Stand up's good, but like no speed cola is
Now
interesting.
here's
in
the
there, like,
crazy
no
part.
speed
Your
cola.
ass is going to be reloading and it's going to take 10 years. And the moment a super sprinter shows up, they're going to be holding your nutsack the entire time because you're too
Yeah.
slow to run away. But thank God, after your gold weapons are already gold, you get more salvage, Kyle. Thank God I get more salvage in the later rounds.
Hey, listen, the more salvage could come in handy. You know, you could buy more
what?
things with that.
You going to
Well,
buy
dude,
some more
I
kill
bu-
streaks,
I'll
Kyle?
The
buy
other
some more
reason-
kill streak. That's
Kyle.
exactly what I'm going to do, Jay. That's exactly what I'm
Kyle,
going
I
to
don't
do.
like
Not
kill
curse
streaks.
mode, though.
Hey, here's the thing:
Problem about
salvages,
Voltrade.
and we'll get to this. Salvage is hard to come by now. I feel
It is. It is
Salvage
much harder.
way harder
but
to come
also,
but also like you're fine. Like yeah, you'll get your shit.
there needs to be a fundamental change with Voltrade where it focuses less on the salvage in the later rounds and more on the armor plates.
Got to give you
Because
armor
get
plates, bro.
Nothing. You
don't
get
get
nothing.
shit.
Or the other thing is, it used to be really good with the augment that gave you your tactical back, but now with the max ammo change, it kind of makes it like redundant. Like it's not
Mhm.
as necessary, but like it was really valuable because you would get monkeys dropped on the floor very often if you had monkeys or if you had Casimirs. So that was so valuable. I loved it for that reason, but loses the value of the max ammo.
Yeah, it does. And we'll get to that here in a little bit. But did you guys have anything else on Wisp T? I just wanted to get it out there real quick. Anybody else have any thoughts on it?
I was
do
drunk,
think-
so I was.
Okay,
I mean,
that's a good thought.
my opinion doesn't matter. I was drunk. Sorry.
Richie just disappeared. Okay.
I would say the augment that I'm most excited for is the one that holds the zombie for you for Wisp T. I think that one might actually be helpful for like doing Easter egg runs and shit like that. But I mean, other than that, from what I watched, it seems really lackluster for what you pay for to get the perk in the first place. I mean, unless you're popping like a perkaholic or something and just getting everything, I don't think there's really a purpose in buying it. Like, it wouldn't make it into my 4 perks if I had them. Like, I don't think it's like that vital or important, and it doesn't really help you a whole lot. It's just kind of a cool thing that's like, oh, this thing pops out every once in a while and kills a couple of zombies. Like, I just don't think it's that useful. If you wanted something like that, you could just use brain rot. You get the same thing. So, I don't know.
I was just gonna say, I feel like the only thing is they gotta, which I kept saying that I'm assuming there's an augment that's gonna make this happen. It's just gotta proc more. The explanation of the blog post is you just have to do a lot of damage to the enemy. That's all it says. And it felt like I'm sitting there with a ginormous horde on round 45, and for the entirety of the round, it doesn't proc. And then like the logic for when it does proc is sometimes sucky because it'll do it right at the end of a round, and then during the round change, it disappears and it like doesn't get used. And I feel like if that's the case, they should adjust the logic a little bit there to where it's like it only does it when there's a certain amount of zombies that it can be used on. Because then otherwise it's like, well, great, I just spent a round trying to build up, trying to proc this thing, and it took way too long. And then by the time it actually came out, it's gone. Like it just sucked. So that's my only complaint about it. I do think it's more one of those perks, though, that based on the way it was played there, we haven't seen it with the augments yet. I don't know if in a 4-perk limit game mode, I would be using it, to be honest. Now, maybe the holding the zombie thing is like one guy does it for that simple fact. But even then, the holding the zombie thing with the whole way of it feels difficult to proc it feels unreliable. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like I know that that's going to happen. And so some Easter egg, some of the steps, somebody might have to hold it. And some other steps, like, okay, I got that thing to hold it for me. Great. But you just don't know.
Yeah, and as far as the maiden thing goes, I would just like to say you already have a model of Ana de Armas. Yeah, I feel like that might be a good route to go for potentially like the maiden version of it. I mean, I'm not, I'm just a guy. I'm just kind of throwing ideas out there. I do think that that's a decent idea. I mean, you paid to make the model. You might as well use it now that it's not carrying over Black Ops 7. That's just a small thing. You didn't really have to pay too much attention to that. But last thing that's brand new, the trap. Let's talk about the trap real quick. Baller. While you guys talk
Shit
about
slaps.
the trap, I'm going to run inside and go to the bathroom real quick. You guys talk about the trap.
Okay. The trap might be my favorite trap that has ever existed in any zombies ever, because you can just go stand up on that car and this little baby military child starts dancing and making some noise. He's just doing his thing. And if you're just close enough to it, all the zombies will run straight to it and die. And it lasts a long time. I think it's a great trap. I mean, the only caveat there is it's not like a true monkey bomb. Like, if you do run far enough away, the zombies will not go to it. So if you're playing multiplayer on the beta, you have to have everybody come to the trap. But, I still think the trap is sick. Like, I think it's honestly super cool. I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
Richie,
I think
resident
that
trap expert.
Yeah, as the resident trap expert here, I was using it today during my solo run, and part of me was like, I'm not gonna use a fucking trap, and I was like, you know what? Let me see if, because again, I was drunk last night, so didn't really remember too much about the trap other than it was pretty dope, and I liked the sound that it made. So I wanted to see, does this affect like the bear, the cocaine bear? And that thing fucks the cocaine bear up with ease. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but the trap definitely fucks up the bear, which I thought was beneficial for me in my situation today, just because I had 2 shit weapons and they were already double packed and they couldn't kill a zombie on round 30. So
I didn't know it pulled in the bear. Does it pull in the bear, or is it just the bear goes to
I
it?
don't think he's saying it pulls in the bear, but that it just does a lot of damage to it when he passes through.
When he passes
Yeah,
through, okay.
because
Like our strat,
It doesn't pull it in. I know it doesn't pull it in because my
Yeah.
ass has tried to pull it in, and he would still jump up onto the car.
even
with
the
me.
even the doppelgas, because what mine and white strat basically was at the end there was turn on the fucking trap. When the bears spawn in, just focus the bears while the zombies are distracted. The same way as you said, like with the Casimirs, Jay.
I just ran in a section where I know the bear will pass through, and when he would get, so I had one instance the bear just got stuck, like he was getting injured, and then he would stand up, come back down, and then he would just keep getting fucked up by the trap while it was still on, so it just obliterated him within like 10 seconds.
From what I saw, if you run the bear into the trap, it like stuns him for like a period of time, so you can like unload into him while he's stunned by the trap, while it's still doing damage to him.
I mean,
Which
go trap.
I will add on to that. I used the toxic growth field upgrade today, and it felt like it did a very similar thing where whenever I'd place it in the path of the bear, it would like slow him down a good amount. Like basically the toxic growth, all it does is puts like a little bush and it lasts forever. Like I think you can only have 2 on the map at a time, but they last for a long, long time. I don't know if it's actually forever, but it felt like it was. And I would just rotate zombies straight through it over and over, and it just like ticks them for damage and slows them down every time they go through it. And it did it to the bear too. The damage wasn't like massive to it, but just slowing the bear down gave me a lot of time to just turn around and like decimate it. So
Yeah, no, the
So
trap
now-
was sick. Trap was so sick.
The trap was awesome. Trap was really, really good.
It's a little
Now-
OP though, because I feel like high round strats are straight up just use trap.
oh yeah,
Use
usually
trap,
they come
run-
back.
but like to be fair,
by the
like
trap.
even if you think of like old games, right? Like the Kino strat is don't open a door and sit in the fire trap. It's just you have to sit in a very specific spot if you know how to do it, though. Not that big of a deal. This one is just like, it's a monkey bomb, so like you don't have to sweat it.
Let me say this. I would much rather have the high round strat be around a trap than a mutant
Kill streak.
injection.
The other
And
thing
maybe
is,
that's
like,
just, yeah.
there's so many traps I just don't use because they're like, meh. So like this I'd use. This I would use.
Yeah, this I would use 100%. 100%. Now, the last thing I want to break down here is the gameplay. And now what that entails is the guns, just the overall feel, the changes to the ammo boxes, all that kind of stuff, the gameplay. And I'll kind of kick it off here. It was very, very, very similar to Black Ops 6. Very similar. And everybody kind of knew that going into it. We kind of had a feeling that not a whole lot of changes were going to be made going into Black Ops 7 because they just didn't have that much time to mess around with it. I don't even know if they even really wanted to change it. We just don't know. But it was very similar to Black Ops 6 with some key changes that I do think make a difference in a positive way. Number one, and I think this is throughout the entire game, no more tactical sprint. I felt much more engaged with no tactical sprint. Something small. That made a difference for me. I felt like it was much better in a way, not having the tactical sprint there. That one could be, I guess, debatable. I don't really know, but I liked not having the tactical sprint there. And then the other thing was the ammo boxes are still frustrating, but the fact that they look more engaging with the environment made me feel much better about them. And then the last thing I had was with the gameplay, because of this max ammo change, the fact that you get your equipment back with the max ammo, I never visited a crafting table, which I instantly love. Like, just so much better, in my opinion, when I just don't even have to think about the crafting table being a thing, because I hate them. I think they're fucking stupid. The fact that the crafting table, when you get a good item off the ground, you can pick it up and you can get two of those. Like, I got a Casimir on one round. I'm getting 2 Casimirs every max ammo. Perfect. Beautiful. I don't even have to think about a crafting table. I couldn't tell you where the crafting table is right now in this small little beta. Have no idea. I think that's a huge A+. The only downside is, once again, it does feel like Black Ops 6. Like, it's very similar. And that kind of sucks. And then the guns are terrible, but I will let somebody else talk about that. Jumbo, what did you feel with gameplay overall?
Yeah, I think very similar is not a great way to explain it because similar implies that like there's enough that's different about the game. If you were to blindfold me, sit me in front of this game, and then tell me like to play it, I would have just been like, oh, new Black Ops 6 map. And then every once in a while I've been like, huh, that's a little different, but like that's it. That's what it would have been like, oh, wow, Max Ammo did that. Must have been an update. This is just like, it's a Black Ops 6 map update. That's what it was with new guns in the game, which is disappointing because a lot of like what I think is the success for me in my eyes, like not the success of the game, but like the enjoyment of Black Ops 7 is going to ride on cursed mode because it's just like a lot of the problems that we had before are still present because it's just Black Ops 6 gameplay. The game, like Jay said, about how he got to 51 that many times, was not hard for any other reason other than the guns are ass. The guns don't do damage. And I don't think, like, at first, I remember sitting there and I was going, like, well, the guns are, like, getting weaker, higher rounds faster. The same way they used to when we talk about all these older zombie games that we liked. And in those older zombies games, I feel like I wouldn't complain about that. I was like, you know, I want these guns to be worse because we always talk about making this game harder. But like the problem is like it just became a nuisance because it's like it's not like these fucking zombies are like actually stressing me out and possibly gonna kill me because I can't kill them with the guns. It just means that like they can't kill me because they take so many swipes. The way that the collision works, I never get stuck. So I just have to do a loop until I get ammo and then dump it all into one zombie and then do a loop and then dump ammo. And so it just became monotonous. It didn't become like if I didn't have a ray gun, I wasn't enjoying it. The one game we played that was like a quads game with a random plus Richie plus Wyatt was like I didn't get a ray gun and I thought that the rocket launcher would be like, okay, this is going to be a good freaking kind of substitute in here. I trip packed this. It's probably going to be semi-auto. It was the exact same as the rocket launcher from Black Ops 6, but they added an overheat factor, I think because they didn't like that people were using this thing to like high round strat in Black Ops 6. And then on top of the overheat, it just does no fucking damage. I was like, at first I was like, oh, this thing probably melts the bear. And I was like, oh, I think I missed. And then I do it again. I'm like, I think I missed again. Because you also can't see a shit out of any sights in the game. And I was like, I think I missed again. By the 5th or 6th time, I was like, okay, this thing's just ass and it's doing no damage to the fucking bear. And that's the thing. They were just doing no damage. And so I felt like, I felt like, okay, well, now I'm forced to use the ray gun. And like, if the game was harder and it was like, in a sense of like what we talked about, where you got to be creative to like use other stuff, sure. But it's like the game was still easy. Nothing was killing me. I was just having to buy more ammo because it was either like, yeah, just that's it. So yeah, that's the bad part. It's Black Ops 6, and then on top of that, the guns are fucking ass.
Terrible.
So that's my rant.
Jay?
I mean, listen, it's BO6. Like, straight up. It is what it is. If you like BO6, I think BO6 is a good game, it's BO6. So.
I had a friend who decided to throw out there that was like, oh, but they added a wall jump.
Listen,
it's BO6. You know?
I liked the wall jump. I did think the wall jump was cool.
The wall jump's cool, but it's BO6. If I actually jumped on the wall,
farm's
I'd be like,
the
when
worst
could you do
spot
this?
you could probably do it on the whole map because there's like barely anywhere.
You can
like
literally jump through
just
the
the big
window.
farm door.
Yeah,
That was
jump
like
through
the
the
only
window.
spot.
Which
Yeah,
I thought I go to why I go, wait a minute, we haven't opened the door, and I thought I could jump through the window. I was like, no, they block it off till you open the door. That would have been cool if wall jump could be used to like get through like certain things like that. Cool, but
I'm sure there's going to be steps in the Easter egg where it requires one.
But like
probably
it's still BO6 with an update. It's not Black Ops 7.
Here's the thing that I think is disappointed me the most about the gameplay changes is I saw maybe it was Raffle Waffle. Somebody was, or maybe it was someone random who brought this up, and he quoted it in some sort of video or something. But basically, if you think about it, from Cold War to Black Ops 7 is a 5-year time span, and the games feel almost the exact same. Like, the amount of changes are small, good changes in the right direction, but it's things like we removed 2 salvages and combined them into 1. It's things like we changed the look of an arm or an ammo crate.
Yeah.
It's the things like the armored zombie doesn't look like he came from the military base 500 miles away, and instead is just like a zombified version of an armored zombie that just has more health. Small changes like that are good. Those are positive things. But if you compare that to the fact that BO1 to BO3 is the same exact time span of 5 years, and those games feel absurdly different in a positive way, where there are not only like good things that have been changed, but also all 3 of BO1, BO2, and BO3 experiences are really fun for their own reasons, and they don't feel the same at all. Like,
Me and Wyatt
that's
were
the
talking
only
about-
disappointing thing in terms of gameplay systems. It literally just feels like BO6.5, which felt like Cold War 1.5. So this is like Cold War 2. We've basically, in 5 years, we've gone from Cold War 1 to Cold War 2 in terms of system changes.
Me and Wyatt were talking about, just real quick, was like, a lot of people, like, you see, like, get mad about the old heads like us who freaking complain about that we always want to go back to, like, Black Ops 1, 2, 3 stuff. The difference between World at War to Black Ops 3 in time span is the same as Black Ops 4 to, like, now, which, like, is the length of, like, of when we got, at the very least, if Black Ops 4 is a little bit different for these games, the point system where it's like you get the kill, like, we've had that now for like 8 years or 7 years, and we had the first one for 7 years. So it's not like we freaking aren't due for a change.
And by the way, I would pick Black Ops 4 over all of the other ones that we've had since then. I would, in a heartbeat, I would pick Black Ops 4. And I've been playing Black Ops 4 a lot recently just to kind of go back and like refresh my mind with those maps. Oh, in a heart, it wouldn't even be a competition. I'm picking Black Ops 4 over Cold War, BO6, and BO7 right now, BO7. What we think we're getting now, BO7 could blow my socks off and change my mind with some of these changes here, but as far as the systems, they seem the exact same as of right now. The maps could change that, but we'll see. We'll see how it is. yeah, that's kind of the gameplay. Rich, did you have anything to add on to it that you wanted to make note of when it came to the changes to the gameplay?
I mean, off rip, I didn't really care for obviously the HUD like everybody else says. The HUD, it made it essentially impossible to see anything through fucking iron sights.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember last night Jumba mentioning iron sights being trash. Obviously, that'll go away as long as they do update the HUD. I'm more than certain that they're going to do that. Right now, they're just giving us the shitty little fucking Warzone HUD. But yeah, so that was just the only other thing that I could really think of off the top of my head. I mean, I'm kind of in between on the maybe we're back, maybe we're not back. I don't really
It is
know.
still too easy.
Oh, 100%. Because
I was getting bored at the end of both of our 50 runs. By the end of both of our 50 runs, I was
We're
like,
counting down the rounds.
yeah, I mean, I'm just like, please just let me finish. And mind you, it is just one POI, so I don't want to be like overly
Yeah.
negative. It's just
Yeah,
one
right.
POI.
Let's say that right now, for anyone who is taking anything away, we're literally talking about only the beta. I am still very excited to play Ashes of the Damned. I think
Yep.
it's going to be
yeah.
so fun. So
The car,
we're just talking
I'm
about
so ready for the car.
we're
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about the
just-
beta, which is a map that is just a slight remake of a map survival map that already existed. And to be honest, I was never a survival guy in BO2 anyway. So we're just throwing
Yeah.
that out there.
Yeah,
I
100%.
just am definitely going to get drunk the night of the actual release, and then we're going to see what we're really made of, and then see if I can,
Let's
drive.
get Richie to be the designated driver.
Hell yeah,
let's
brother.
go.
He's driving
Happy
the
Dad,
truck,
Drinking
buddy.
sponsor
and
the show.
driving.
Yeah,
Happy Dad,
sponsor the
sponsor
show,
the pod.
please.
Happy Dad sponsor the show.
Do you think they
Um,
want that? We just the
Hey,
first time
I-
we ask them to sponsor the pod is when we associate drinking and driving.
Well,
Hey,
here's what
you
we
know
say.
what,
We just
though?
say, hey, listen, we,
In a video
we're,
game.
We're doing it in a video game at
We would
home,
never do
safely
that
from
in
our
real life.
homes. We would never do it the other way.
And you
like,
And
wanna
then they're
know
like,
what's-
okay, cool.
And on-
You want to know what's safe
on a
about
serious
fucking...
note, though, we actually would never. This is not a joke. I know this sounds like a joking manner. This man Wyatt literally will hit up all of his boys when he hears they're at a bar and will say, "Let me drive you home," and he will drive to the bar and go pick
I'm
them
up.
up.
I'm
I've
up.
heard this man do this many times late at night at Discord.
and why are you
I'm
happy?
Huh?
Are you happy?
I'm happy. I'm chill with it.
And
I'm
he's
cool
a
with it.
dad. Sponsor us, happy dad.
Hey,
Happy
also,
Dad. There we go.
I'm gonna say this: sponsor us, because you know what? I wasn't hungover this morning.
Shouts
what
out.
more do you need?
Shout out.
Shouts out!
Little-
Sponsor
little
us, please.
side dick.
Shouts out. Little
No side
note.
effects.
No
Uh,
side effects, but
Yeah. Okay. Well, boys, I think that's just about it for the beta. I think we went through everything there. Talked about the gameplay. Talked about the perks. Talked about the new the weapons. Talked about all of the newer stuff, the new zombies, all that good stuff. I feel like we're ready to go with the beta. I'm not really going to play it again. I don't think I really have the need to. I think I got everything I
did
needed
they
to learn
patch the
from it.
Janice Towers thing to get over
They
there?
did, I think, unless I just
I
did
was
it
gonna
wrong
go
because
try
I
and do
tried to
it.
do it today.
All you
and I
literally have to
couldn't
do
get
is start the pack punch step, and then it turns
And
on. Shit,
I couldn't
I
do
was-
it. I did every single step, even after that, just
Yeah.
hoping to see if it would turn on, and it never did.
I was
So
gonna
think
boot
it-
up literally right now to go see Janice Towers, but I guess not.
No, I literally did it first thing this morning because I was like, shoot, I forgot to do it last night. Let me do it right now to see if they patched it. It didn't work. And I went
Okay.
through, the training took forever. I went through the whole thing just to see maybe. No,
Do you feel
didn't.
better now? Do you feel better at the game going through the training?
Oh man, so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could
Although
tell.
the training is probably not great for people like us, I actually do think it's a good thing if they put that in the game full time. Because like our boy Donnie's hitting us up asking if he should play zombies. It was very informative. It actually
Yeah.
taught me a lot about like the base systems that I was sitting there like, dude, if I was trying to teach a new guy about gobblegums, the salvage, pack a
Oh,
punch,
so true.
like there's just so much stuff you have to do in modern zombies with it. It's just a lot, you know? So I think it was actually a good thing they put it in.
No, it's so true. Like real quick, because like as we were about to transition, I will say that beta having zombies and everything like that, survival, much easier mode. I have a buddy who's like such a multiplayer like focused only guy, and he said that he played a little bit of like Black Ops 6 Zombies and he enjoyed it, but like especially because they also had like this calling card you could get, right? So like an actual reward from it. Like he was hopping in zombies. And it was interesting to like text him, like as us who plays like so specifically, and we're always talking and complaining about how easy this is. He was pretty hyped that he was on like round 26, and I was like, I closed my eyes to get there, right? And like that's not a flex. I don't want it to sound like a flex, but that was pretty cool. And then like I was texting him when I showed him I got 50. He's like, "What's the strat?" And so I was like, "Sit by the trap and shoot the bears with a ray gun." And so then he texts me when he gets 50, and he's like, "Wow, that was so OP. That was so cheese." So he was enjoying it. He was loving it. And like, hey, if they are putting things like that to get some other people into it, I guess they're doing something that is right. So can't complain.
Yeah, and then the last thing too, when me, you, and Rich played with that random
Zraxis
and,
or whatever his name is.
Zraxis, we were playing with him. He was definitely a multiplayer guy because he kept going down, and he was he just still had the singular armor.
Yeah, he didn't
Like
have
round
all
37.
armor.
I kept pinging the armor thing for him, and he was like, I just kept pinging it over and over and over again. He walked over, he looked at me, he bought it. He walked away. He only had 2 armors, and I kept pinging it again. I was like, I pinging it over and over. He comes back, looks at me again, buys it, and then he just, all right, cool, yeah.
Like,
and then
yeah.
after that,
Hell
so
yeah.
listen,
Yeah, I
Why
understand.
was teaching
I get it now.
zombies through pings?
yeah, Zombies Beta, man, like it. This is big because I
Fucking
do think,
Zraxis didn't deserve the Mark II.
yeah, he got the Mark II early, and you know what? Listen, he's newer.
He exfilled
He
and he
has to
left
be
our
newer.
asses before 50.
Yeah,
Richie
like,
had
who
the other ray
fuck
gun.
does that? I was
So this is
drunk
why we.
as shit.
And this
He
is what I gotta
left
say.
us.
This is why we didn't exfil on 50 the first time. Buddy exfils. Wyatt didn't know I wanted to hit 50, so Wyatt joins the exfil. Richie's drunk and has the other ray gun and keeps dying and forgets to buy perks and can't kill the fucking bears. And I got this rocket launcher, and so I get swarmed by 4 bears with round 40 with zombies set for 4 people. Like, I can't do this. I don't have guns.
Exactly.
I
It
do
was a
just
fun
want to
time,
throw a
though.
warning out there to anyone playing the beta. I tried to exfil twice today, once in the training mode, because that's how you end it. And I thought maybe I could start the exfil and then go over to the jump pad. Still didn't work. But then I tried to do, because I thought there's a calling card where you can get it after unlocking level 27 in the beta, but you're maxed out at level 20. So I thought I wasn't maxed out and could go to level 27. You are maxed out. So I don't even know why that calling card exists. Maybe they're going to unlock the levels in like a couple days. But I tried to get that calling card because it was the last thing you can unlock from the beta. So I played another game, like I said, solo all the way to 51 to exfil. When I clicked exfil, the bear didn't spawn either time. I
He was
literally am just
hibernating.
sitting there like a dumbass, just like cock in hand, waiting for the bear, and
Caught.
nothing happens. So
Yeah.
on the training mode one, eventually the timer just ran out after 5 minutes. On the other one, the timer didn't even show up. So I just had to quit the game. And I was like, what's that about? Like, it's
Tough.
not the biggest deal, but be warned
Might
if you're
have
going to
to
go
Google
exfil,
if-
it's broken right now.
Putting your cock in your hand helps attract bears. I'll figure that
Maybe
out.
that's
We'll
why
figure
they
that
didn't
out.
show
It
up.
actually
but
does.
We'll
I've
figure
seen
that out.
I've seen many bears just by that method alone.
Mhm.
On the
Okay.
vibe thing, though, shout out the way that when you do exfil, they create that little blue barrier of like smoke that actually it's a vibe. It actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Vibe.
Okay, well, ladies and gents, we're going to take a quick break. On the other side, we're going to go into a draft, drafting how we would create our perfect zombies game based off of all of the other ones for weapons, zombies, maps, whatever it may be. We're going to try to draft the perfect game and see who comes out on top as the winner, and then voicemails after that. So let's take a quick break. On the other side, let's get to the draft. Draft time, boys and girls. Let's get it. We've got building the full zombies game. Now, all of us are going to pick different versions of different things from each zombies game from the past. Those versions, the categories, are going to be maps, Easter eggs, wonder weapons, zombies, and guns. And the options that we have are World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 6. Those are our options. So we're going to try to build the perfect game, and we have to do it in draft formation. Jay, do you have the randomizer?
I do, and just for all the listeners, when we say like the maps, when you are drafting the maps from World at War, you're getting all the World at War maps. When you draft from BO1, you don't get the remakes of the World at War maps that came on BO1. Same with
Okay.
BO3, you don't get all the Chronicles. You just get that map set. that came with the default game, not any of the remakes or any of that kind of stuff, right? Same with like wonder weapons. You just get the wonder weapons only from that game. That includes the ray gun and the Mark II, because sometimes those are on everyone. You can't get rid of those. But so some of those games have a lot less wonder weapons. Some of them have a lot more. There you go. And for BO6, the remake wonder weapons do count, because that's just kind of what goes. But and then for the Easter eggs, like the boss fights do count as part of the Easter eggs. That's going to be coming with. For the guns, we're including things like the pack-a-punch system that works within the guns for that game. So if you're going to pick BO6, you get the triple pack. If you pick BO3, you get the AATs, all of that kind of stuff.
Okay,
so
that's big.
you got to think outside the box for the zombies category too, because you think what differentiates the zombies. The BO6 zombies, they're a little more slippery.
They're
you
pussies.
can take a lot more hits. You can, go in and out of the hordes, all that kind of stuff. But they also spawn all around you, where like say BO1, maybe they're a little more hard and like difficult to deal with, but you can manipulate their spawns a lot more. All of those kind of things that encapsulate that category. That is what you were getting when you draft that game. So you got to think about all of those things. I have the randomizer in front of me. I'm going to click it 1, 2, 3 times. Ah, shit. I am the 101.
Oh,
We've got Wyatt as the 102.
oh shit.
Richie as the 103.
Oh no.
Kyle as the 104, and Jumba as the
Joey gets that
105.
Fuck,
back to
this is
back.
like
Joey
literally
gets
the-
that back to back.
No, this I feel like
Back
this
to
is like the most
backies,
important one. I
baby.
feel to have the 101.
E-
I feel like maybe I don't know. Let's see.
This
Let's see how
is-
this goes.
This is tough. This is very.
You didn't
very-
want one.
I didn't want the one.
You didn't want the
because
one? I felt like
I know what most people are gonna say the one is,
Yeah,
and
you
I'm
are-
probably gonna pick that.
Yeah.
But the reason I didn't want the one is that category I felt like I had a sleeper pick, and I was comfortable not doing it. That said, with the 101, I will be taking the Black Ops 3 maps.
Fuck, it's
Okay.
so obvious the 101.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I will be selecting
the
the BO3
101.
maps. I mean, Shadows, Drak, GK, and then I keep saying Zetsubo is the most underrated map of all time. How do you pass that up?
It just might be like it might win the draft on its own. Like
Now,
like I said, you got to keep in mind some of the other stuff though, because when I'm taking those maps, that doesn't mean I get those maps wonder weapons unless I draft it. That doesn't mean I get those maps Easter eggs. Yeah, like you gotta get some of the other stuff. So
we'll see.
That is what I'll be doing.
okay, so when I
102
think
is
of
Wyatt.
this, I think of my last draft. I went for what I thought would get me votes, and that just did not work. I think I have to go with what I feel like in my heart of hearts is just the best thing in this specific draft position. I don't think I've ever played a Call of Duty that had better weapons in zombies than World at War. I'm taking the World at War
You
weapons.
fucking bitch. You
I knew
fucking
you were
bitch.
gonna
I
do
hate
that.
you.
I knew you were gonna do that.
bro.
That's actually I didn't expect that. But that's impressive.
I
Those
know
are real
you and
shot
Jumbo didn't
dick.
play a
World at War
whole lot
Yeah,
of
he
World at
does- He does
War,
love him.
but those weapons in World at War
They were
were
goated.
incredible. They were so good. And I feel like that might have lost me the draft because I do think we have a younger audience that didn't get the chance to play World at War. But just trust me when I say those weapons were so good. They were so good. Kyle, I believe Richie's next.
No, I'm
And
next.
just for all the World at War heads, he is getting. I know Doris is the only one that has Pack-a-Punch. He does get all the Pack-a-Punch versions of the World at War guns for all of it. He can use those.
I get the Type 100, the lawnmower.
You're a
Yeah.
fucking
Pap.
piece of shit. So I'm gonna go with something that's very near and dear to me. I am also just gonna draft based on what I would like to see. So, having said that, I am taking Black Ops 2 maps.
Okay.
Fuck.
Number 5 is such a bad spot. Oh my!
Your mom's a
God.
bad spot. Got him.
Oh.
Kyle.
I gotta do it or Jumba's gonna take them. So I'm taking BO1 maps.
Fuck.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured.
I might be fucked on maps.
Yeah. No, because like I might give you the maps that you want. Honestly, like the maps that you would pick and you would be happy with, because I think I'm gonna take Black Ops 6 maps as my pick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your selection? Okay.
That's
For
your.
my- yeah.
The way you said it, I didn't know if that was like your locked in pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, Yeah, that's actually probably even a bad pick to take as my first one here because I knew why it was going to take World at War. So I actually should have left World at War on the table. But whatever, I'll lock that in. Let me try to at least get my top pick here of outside the maps.
There's some good options.
Yeah, I just want
There's
to
still a lot of value left on the board because a
Yeah.
lot of the maps have been taken, but everything else, you got the top option for those.
That's what I'm saying. I actually might have messed up taking Black Ops 6 maps first, but that's okay. It's locked in. I need to get that because it's not World at War. Let's be real. It's not. They're not. World at War is not better than Black Ops 6 maps.
Some
Other than-
people. Now keep in mind, we have always said if you had the BO6 maps on old systems, Jumba can make that game. He can make that game.
He could make that game. Will he make that game? Is the question.
I want to go with. Fuck. It's guns that comes with the Pack-a-Punch system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm stuck. I actually fucked up so hard taking 6
That
maps
said,
first.
for Wonder Weapons, I guess whatever their Pack-a-Punch is within their own game, if they can be packed, they also get that.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Guns comes with their game's Pack-a-Punch system.
I actually fucked up so hard with my first pick. Shit, I could have like farmed this so easy. Okay, I'm gonna go with Black Ops 3 guns as my next pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one's not bad. That one's
No,
not bad.
I
Pretty
fucked.
good.
Yeah, but I fucked up hard. But I'm gonna see if I can like salvage this now after screwing up my first pick.
Kyle.
I think I'm going to circle back to guns because I think
Okay.
the only system I don't like is probably BO6. So I'm going to go with Easter eggs and I'm going to take BO3.
Okay.
Okay. That's good.
Okay.
That's
That's
where
good.
I fucked up. I got too rattled over everyone taking maps, and I knew I was losing my maps.
There
And
was a
freaking-
rush on maps,
and
and
yeah.
he got
Yeah,
roped
they-
into it.
I got so rattled thinking to myself, what if Wyatt takes Black Ops 6, not thinking Wyatt was never taking Black Ops 6 maps.
gotta play the board.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
I screwed up because Black Ops 3 guns with Black Ops 3 Easter eggs would have been so good to have as like my 1-2. Anyways, go ahead.
Rich.
Okay, so I'm super glad that nobody has really gone this route yet. But I am going with Wonder Weapons because I just want to snatch some shit off the board. I am going with Black Ops 1 Wonder Weapons.
Okay.
Solid pick.
That's good. Thunder gun, baby gun,
Yeah, those are
wave
good
gun.
guns. Those are
That's
good
a
guns.
pretty damn good trio.
But also, then when you think about that too, you also have the Winter's Howl. You're gonna
which
have
is hot ass.
It is hot ass. But in Call of the Dead, you can do the Easter egg to get the Wonder Waffle, so it is there.
But that one's temporary. So you
Yeah.
get a Wonder Waffle for like 30 seconds every time you kill George, I guess.
But you usually get the VR11 and the scavenger, baby.
which are also hot ass. So because we're
VR11
not a
podcast.
VR11 podcast. So.
I never said it last night. I was drunk. And if I did say it, I was drunk. All right, I plead the fifth.
If I said last night,
He had
I
his
was
fingers
drunk.
crossed. Now, for maps, is the only one left
Yeah,
World
it's
at
World
War?
at War. It's World at
the
War.
only
yeah.
one left is World at War.
Yeah,
Perfect.
So you're good to.
So then I feel like I have to do this then. I'm going to do Black Ops 2 Easter eggs. I'm going to do BO2 Easter eggs.
Solid.
Okay. Remind me of who has taken Wonder Weapons category so far?
Only Rich,
Just
I think.
me.
Just Richie.
Just Richie, and you took BO1. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what guns have been taken?
World at
World
War
at War guns?
And Black Ops
And
3.
and Black Ops 3.
3. Shit.
BO1 had some good ones. HK, RPK,
Galil,
Galil.
Galil.
Commando.
The Commando. That shit
Commando.
fuck.
I don't want to. I feel like if I talk
Og?
too much, I'm gonna like Og in just a Wii version. Like no, sorry.
Yeah.
Og is in like the other game, but it's on the buy wall of the Wii
Mhm.
version on Kino.
So this is tough because I'm gonna go Wonder Weapons for one of my back-to-backs here. And I feel like it's between two games. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the game that I'm not gonna pick might be the better ones, but in terms of the game I prefer, I'm gonna go Black Ops 2 Wonder Weapons.
Okay.
That gives me the staffs, It gives me the acid gat from Mob. It gives me the Silic, Wyatt's favorite. He loves the Soliquifier.
Mhm.
And then also I obviously get the Paralyzer and like the Ray Gun Mark II and shit from Buried. So I do get the shitty version of the jet gun, but you know, like it's got some character to it. It is
Okay.
gonna blow up every time I use it, but it's got some character to it. Okay, so that's my wonder weapons. And then I think this is kind of a sleeper. Hold on. What guns have gone again?
World at War.
BO3
and
World at
BO3.
War.
Shit. Because I don't like some of the options here. And I'm worried that this other category that I want to pick right now is going to be gone, but I think I just got to do this. I'm taking the Black Ops 2 guns because
Okay.
I personally am very scared of having to end up with some of these other games' guns.
Yeah.
Because personally, I don't like BO6 or BO1 guns. I think
Mhm.
both of them suck. So
You don't like
I'm
BO1
going-
guns?
bro, name me any of the BO1 guns that are like iconic zombies guns. That's not
They
like the
actually
Galil.
just
It's
So we have
just
the
the
RPK,
HK.
the
Yeah.
HK and the RPK and the Galil. But here's the thing: in BO2, the guns I just took, at least on Horizon, or no, wait, that's BO3. Shit, isn't the
No,
RPK in one of the BO2 games or
The
gun
AN
games?
is in
It's on-
BO2.
no.
Yeah.
BO2 has an RPK as well.
Well, the
I thought there was
AN
one
is just
map
the
that had the RPK,
AK-47.
but maybe
I'm
just dumb.
essentially.
There's an RPK in BO2. I'm pretty sure it's different because it's
Maybe
like
it's
also-
Origins. I don't know. Anyway,
Origins gets that big ass like gun that goes
yeah,
on
I
the
know
plane.
it's got the balls mag on it. Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyway, I'm taking the BO2 guns because I do think
Okay.
the BO2 guns are the best available. So yeah.
Now
Yeah.
it's back to
Okay.
me. My maps is already locked in because you guys took it early.
Yeah.
So really all I have left is zombies and wonder weapons. Now, as far as wonder weapons go, BO2's been taken and
BO3.
BO3's been taken.
Yeah. Oh no, BO1.
No,
Richie
BO
took BO1, not BO3. Richie took BO1.
For the wonder
Okay.
weapons, yeah, I took BO1.
Then
Yeah.
I'm taking BO3. I'm going to take the BO3 wonder weapons. I'm taking BO3 wonder weapons. The Masamune, which is basically the soliquifier from Zetsubo no Shima. I really like that weapon.
Shit,
I like
that's
having
good.
that in my arsenal. I do also have a weapon where I shove my full hand up an alien's ass.
Hot.
So that was
Sick.
why I was torn on the wonder weapons. You get the bows too, which I think are sick.
I get the bows as well.
But the freaking the shoving into the apothecant servant, that thing is utterly broken. So like
I'm not gonna lie to you. When you took the BO2 wonder weapons, I was crushed. But then when I looked at BO3, I was like, I get a version of the staves.
You-
Maybe they're
you
not
do,
as fun.
yes.
And then I also get my version of a soliquifier, which I'd rather have the soliquifier, but at least I have a version of it on Zetsubo no Shima.
literally the way that I viewed it was like Slick slightly better than the KT, then Staff slightly better than bows. So then it was like, sure, the acid gat is worse than the apothecant servant, but I at least win in the other two in my mind. So
Now, here's my question with Revelations. What do I
you
get,
get
with
you get the wonder weapons that are on that map, which is the
All right.
apothecant servant,
All right.
the thunder
Thunder
gun,
gun.
and then whatever, I don't know what else
Sick.
is on there.
I'll take
But yeah,
that. I'll take that
it's
in
on the
third
map.
round.
It's on the map. So
Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, back to Rich.
My next pick, I'm going with guns, and I am taking Black Ops 1 guns.
I think the Black Ops 1 guns aren't that bad. I
like them.
yeah, I don't
Look,
think they're that bad.
I think that the pack-a-punch system is more important. Well, I guess the Black Ops 1, the pack-a-punch system is just standard.
yeah, it's
Like,
standard.
actually, yeah, it's nothing. So it's still, I think it's still better than the Black Ops 6 pack.
I think they tried to emulate World at War by having two big LMGs. They just didn't work as well as like the MG42 and the Browning, I don't think. But they're still really good. Like they're still really good.
I mean,
just
I'm not
think 'cause
even an LMG guy.
Yeah.
I've gone back and played BO1 a bit because I have it on my console to play Call of the Dead. And so I play it every now and then just because we always like reminisce about it a lot of times. And I just literally in BO1, every time I ever touch it, the only guns I care about are the RPK, the HK, and the Galil. Everything else is like hot garbage to me. Like I just do not care. All the SMGs suck. Most of the AR suck, even though, you know, people like the Commando and all the, like the AUG, they suck.
I
Like
fuck
a lot
with
of the
the
guns
AUG
are just
hard.
bad. Where BO2, I like a lot more of the guns. Like I can deal with those. So
1911, sick.
And
Kyle.
plus
Well,
the
yeah, but that's on
Skull
every game.
Crusher,
Like
bro?
every game.
The Skull
What's left for
Crusher.
BO6.
guns?
BO6. So you might as well
It's
just
the only
wait on
one?
it.
That's
You might
it.
as well just wait on it.
Yeah, I'll just wait on it then. Who took what's Wonder Weapons looking like?
So I have BO3.
I have BO2 and
I
Richie
have
has BO1. So you got BO6 or World at War. There's a very clear answer there.
Choose wisely.
You got
I
it.
mean, there's more diversity with one of them, I guess.
Not
I'm
I guess.
taking-
Yeah.
It's
I'll
not
take
an
a
I guess.
BO6.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
you go. There you go.
Kyle, if you took World at War, because let's all remind everyone, if you pick World at War, you're getting the freaking ray gun and the Wunderwaffe, and that's it.
That's all.
That's
you
all you get. And the
Yeah.
Wunderwaffe is like half broken on that game if you play under Reese. So
Would be a shame if anybody had that on their
Oh,
draft.
true
Fucking
shame.
like actually, first of all, I think this is the worst draft to have fifth pick for. But on top of it,
yeah.
not being like the worst draft to have fifth pick for, it's like I could have salvaged it in a way if I
But
just
you
didn't
took the
get
maps.
so fucking rattled by the damn maps, and I
rattled.
had to literally just play
lights were too
my
bright.
guy. If it was anyone else here, except for Wyatt or Rich, yeah, if it was Jay or Kyle who had the other map pick, I think they would have taken Black Ops 6 maps, and I have to take 6 maps before I take World at War. But Richie or Wyatt were taking World at War maps before they ever take up Black Ops. Anyways,
Yeah.
next. Time to go. Did anyone take Black Ops 1 Easter eggs?
No,
think so.
I have
That
BO2.
BO2,
I have BO3.
BO3.
I haven't even picked Easter
You
eggs.
haven't picked Easter eggs, and then Rich, you have Black
I've not
Ops.
picked the Easter eggs.
So we got World at War, Black Ops 6, and Black Ops 1 Easter eggs still on
Yeah.
the table.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a Black Ops 1 Easter eggs for my first pick.
Okay.
Yeah, what is that like about?
Black Ops 1?
Black Ops 1
He
Easter
already
eggs versus
took it.
Black
He
Ops
already
6
locked
and
it
World
in.
at War.
Just
Well,
let him go.
all right, all right.
Let him go.
Okay.
Versus, okay, we'll talk about that after.
We'll talk about it after.
Let's talk
Let's
about
get
it
the
after.
opinions
We'll
out after.
And then like, yeah, that's confusing me. And then like, what else do I gotta do? Okay, I gotta do Wonder Weapons. No, Wonder Weapons. I have World at War, so I'm done. So I actually just have my last pick right now.
Yeah.
Which would be
Which is your
zombies. My zombies.
Which nobody has picked yet.
No one's picked zombies yet.
And once again, you get if you
Do
pick,
I get special zombies?
you get the specials.
Wait,
you get
how
the
is
specials.
this your last
This
pick?
isn't
I'm
his last
confused.
pick.
Because
This isn't your last
like
pick.
I don't have what's it called? Wonder Weapons I get World at War. Like so I
He's
just
saying like it's not technically his last pick, but the other one
yeah.
everybody's already
Yeah.
picked anyway, so it's already
okay.
auto selected.
So zombies is what you're picking.
I'm just trying to think. I'll just run
You get
through-
the specials, you get the
Specials.
boss zombies, you get you get the little tiny, the goo goo gaga zombie whatever bullshits.
I'm
You
just
get
trying
any of the zombie types that can come on a map.
Okay. Trying to think through the different maps right now. Shit. Kind of cool. For some reason, not remembering. Well, they didn't have many. But then I'm just going to go Black Ops 3. Let's be real. I'm going Black Ops 3.
All right.
Black Ops 3.
Okay.
Zombies.
Just getting the Marguas,
Yeah.
the Panzers from DE.
Listen,
the
if you guys
Manglers,
forget
the
my
OG
draft,
Manglers.
I also got Black Ops 3 guns.
I've
so
typed mine out.
you have the what's it called
I've typed
already?
mine out too, yeah.
Kyle,
I will
back
be
to you.
showing visuals. If you're confused listening, because this
Oh.
actually sounds hella confusing, maybe go watch on YouTube.
Well, guns, I'm already selected, so I got to go with zombies. Then, in my opinion, I think BO2 was the best that the zombies ever felt.
That's a great
So I'm
pick.
going to take
Great
BO2.
pick.
That's a great
It's
pick.
an incredible pick, yeah.
Back to Rich.
I'm gonna take the BO6 Easter eggs.
Damn it.
Kyle gets the fucking
Can I just say-
denizens.
Insane that BO6 Easter eggs was not the first pick taken. You're not going to take those boss fights, bro?
That's what I
the
was
boss,
wondering
the boss
why.
fights are 6, but like I thought the Easter eggs. I just think the Easter eggs are way more interesting in Black Ops 1. Are you kidding me? We have fucking episodes and episodes of podcasts complaining about how shit the Easter eggs
But
were
J-
that
but Jumba,
one
in the
person could do the
position
whole
you-
time.
But
No,
bro, do you
no,
want to do
no,
the
you were in
Ascension
this
Easter
draft.
egg, or do you want to do the freaking Citadel boss
I want to
fight? Like,
do.
come on.
I want to do freaking the Moon Easter egg
Hold on,
over
hold on.
any
The
fucking
Moon's the
Black
only
Ops
good
Easter
one.
egg.
Moon's
Shanks
Moon's
sucks.
good.
We did it by
Shank-
round 8. We did it by
My
round
draft
8.
was shit already.
I'm just saying.
Golden Dead's great.
Call of the Dead
no,
came
hold
that
on.
one step.
We didn't do the Call of the Dead Easter egg. I don't know if y'all remember that. That
Call of
shit
Dead
is
shit,
easy
shit,
too.
shit.
There's nothing
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it.
What do you want me to
Throw
say?
some
I'm
nades
thinking
outside.
of Moon.
The world
It
record on that is
changed
like 3
everything.
minutes.
It changed everything.
It did. It was.
I
it
was just
great.
thinking about Moon.
was
I
great.
was thinking about Moon, and I was
Moon
thinking
was
about how
goated.
much we fucking complained about Black Ops 6 Easter eggs. Look, I'll put it this way. I was looking at this thing, and if I actually had to pick my top category for each one, I would have just Black Ops 3. Like, that's all I would have done. I would have just played Black
yeah,
Ops 3.
No, yeah, for sure.
I do
for
think
sure.
people were underrating the boss fights, though. We've talked about how much those boss fights.
I didn't think about it, yeah, but
Yeah,
like, my
yeah,
trap
yeah.
was
That's
chalk.
why I picked BO3 Easter eggs.
So-
'cause I thought those were.
Yeah, they were good enough
Top
with
tier.
freaking the bosses.
Now it's. I think it's back to me. Correct.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Black Ops 1 Zombies. I feel like that's. You don't get the shitty part of World at War where they just stick to you, but you also you don't get the greatness of BO2 Zombies, where they can double swipe you, which I feel like adds a nice layer of difficulty. BO1, I'll take that. Not my ideal. If I could actually just pick it, I'd probably pick BO2, but I'll go with BO1 Zombies. Now Jay has back to backs.
I think, I mean, for Easter eggs, I'll just get it out the way. I have to pick World at War, which kind of sucks.
Get fucked.
Basically, no.
He's the Easter egg guy.
I'm the Easter egg guy.
Get fucked.
He's got World at War.
The way the board was playing out, man, I thought Richie might go World at War and not think about the boss fights, to be honest. Like, because nobody
you do
else
get the
was.
radios.
I get the radios. I
Yeah,
get some
you
cool
get-
stuff.
Yeah, you get the
You know?
radios. You get the
There's that
little.
guy-
You get the,
Uh,
hey, you get the secret brick. The secret brick.
Yeah.
You get all the, do you get all the theory crafting people did back in the day?
Which,
Sure,
if he
I'll
got
take
that, that's
it.
actually
No,
goated.
no.
I'll take all of it.
No.
I'll take all of it. Those are my Easter eggs. There's nothing.
You get to, oh no, wait, hold on. You get one. You get
You gotta shoot all the little
I
fucking.
get like
what
the
is it?
music Easter eggs of it. I get like the little stupid shit you do.
You just
on,
get the Deriz
Nog.
shooting
Hey,
the
you
fucking
also
things.
Jay. You get Samantha Says.
Yeah.
No.
That's
That's
huge.
me.
That's
I got that.
BO1.
That's
That's
literally.
Moon.
I literally listen, view listeners. Just think about how
Oh,
much
no.
you love the
Hide and
Moon
seek.
Easter egg. For me,
He gets hide and
Oh,
seek.
he gets
with the
doesn't
teddy
he?
bear.
I get hide and
You
seek.
get hide and
Yes,
seek.
I get Deriz hide and seek. Yes, that is the one I do get.
And the
But
secret
other than
brick.
that, I basically get nothing else. And then for my zombies, I think it's between World at War and BO6. No,
Yeah.
this is
is it glitchy or easy as fuck?
this is a tough decision. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna go World at War.
Okay.
That's big. I was
Because-
hoping
I
you
was
would.
about.
Difficulty.
Do we want to
It's hard.
factor in how the health system works? Because like, do you guys know about how the health system works in
Yeah.
World at War? Where it's like
Mhm.
it's a regen, like it's not like a
Yeah.
health pool. So you could live forever with those zombies if it's one, but you could also
Yeah.
just die in 2 hits even if you have jump.
Yeah. The other thing that people forget with World at War Zombies is if you were swarmed, but you just kept knifing, they wouldn't swipe you again. You could just keep knifing and you wouldn't die.
Also, the
Can't
World
hit
at
through
War
barriers?
does have it has the simple fact that only 24 can spawn at a time. So like there is that easy factor.
That's
too,
big.
That
Oh,
can kinda
one hit
counteract
rounds,
the-
bro. Gets one hit rounds in
You
round
get the 1 hit
10,000.
rounds.
Yeah, he gets the instant go
And
rounds.
although I don't get like a lot of special zombies, I do get dog rounds, which I think is good. But I honestly think I would rather deal with the World at War like bugginess of zombies than mangler spam abominations on every map. We made the cool doppelgas. Oh wait, we brought those back for every map, and then like the Uber Klauses and the vermin and like all the extra shit. Like most of those I don't really care for, and they just brought them back so often that I've just soured on them. So I think I'd rather just have a classic zombies experience with just some good old zombies and dogs. Like I'll just take that.
Okay, there we go. Now it's back to
So-
me. The only pick I have left is my maps, so I have to take the World at War maps. I'm not hating on that when I have
Sure.
the BO2 Easter eggs, the BO3 Wonder Weapons. I don't hate that. I do have the least amount out of everybody by a significant amount, but I would say that a lot of these have been remastered multiple times because of the nostalgia factor. So there
Can't
we
wait
go.
for you to do the fucking buried Easter egg on Knocked.
Badass.
Hell yeah, brother.
Badass. Back to
He's gonna
back
be
to
doing
Rich.
the Origins Easter egg on freaking like Shino Numa or
Doritos.
some bullshit. Like what?
Hell yeah. Richie, you're up. I think you only have one option.
Yeah, so
it
I have to pick
zombies?
my zombies, and honestly, this I think kind of fucks up my draft, and it is what it is. But I have to go with the BO6
The
zombies.
BO6
so.
zombies.
I think we all
Tragic.
have something that like
Armored
chalks
zombies.
each one of our
Yeah.
drafts.
That
I
Which
think
is
So
yeah,
when I
Yeah.
thought of this draft idea, that was the thing I liked because then everybody has to be considered with like what is good and what's the shitty part of your draft.
my
You know?
shit's
Yeah.
chopped.
Where a lot of
bro.
drafts, sometimes people get away with like no shit.
Kyle.
I fucked up.
My last one, I gotta take BO6 guns, baby. That's
Yeah.
what we're in for.
Not
Nice,
great. You got to
got
deal with
triple
the
Triple
wep-
pack.
weapon rarity.
And I want you to
Triple
know
foul,
you're
weapon
getting the beans
rarity,
camo on one of your
salvage.
maps.
Yeah, you get
You
beans
will
camo.
have the beans
you have
camo.
beans. You have beans
Not
camo.
the beans camo.
On one map, you have to have beans.
And then Jumba, you're the final pick.
kill me. World at War.
I
want
want to hear you say it. Oh,
Really,
yeah.
Jumba? I mean, not
That shouldn't
it
have
wasn't
happened.
ideal. The position you got. It was
No,
not
but
ideal.
but this is on me. I could have had BO3 guns, wonder weapons, or Easter eggs on my back to back, and my dumb never mind. You know what? The fall from grace just it hurts. I took a lot
Listen,
of. I was.
you were the
I
champ
fought hard
last
to
week.
yeah.
You can't
I
win 'em
fought
all.
hard to win, and I'm probably gonna look like Wyatt this week.
All right, buddy.
Hey, even
What's-
Wyatt got a vote. You know,
I got two.
Even-
I got two actually.
Some
even
people
Wyatt
might vote
got two
for you.
votes.
Have you guys been
Some people
voting
might
for
vote.
yourselves?
I have not.
Okay.
I didn't. Otherwise, I'd have 3 votes.
Okay, just checking. I want to make sure. I didn't either.
Okay, sorry, Jay. You were the first one. Go through your game.
All right, so maps on the 101, we had to go with the goats. We went with Black Ops 3, so that gives me Zetsubo and Der Eisendrache and Shadows and Garad Crovey and Revelations, which I do think is the weak point of my maps. But ultimately, the other 4 to me are just so damn good that, and a lot of people like Revelations. And here's the thing, Rev I think is kind of an underrated factor in this because although I don't get the maps from BO1 or BO2 or whatever, I got little sections put into Revelations, you know? I got a little bit of sections of a lot of those. So that's my maps. For my wonder weapons, I went with Black Ops 2. Give me the staffs. Give me the acid gat. Give me the paralyzer and the ray gun Mark II. Give me the goated stuff from
And
Black
the
Ops 2 and the
the
select.
jet gun
This-
and the jet gun that breaks.
I do have
every
the
5
shitty
seconds.
explosive jet gun that does exist. We're gonna maybe put that on Rev, and we're gonna put all the other
It's okay.
good
You got the
stuff on the
staffs.
good maps.
You got the
Yeah,
staffs.
we got the staffs, which I think is the big part. We might slap those right under Eisendrache and just keep the 4 for 4 going. Shout out Wendy's, sponsor the pod, please. For the weapons, I went with Black Ops 2 as well. I feel like the Black Ops 2 weapons are just like pretty solid. I think some people would even say they're maybe some of the best guns in Zombies history, but I think that I was just I was worried about some of the other options once BO3 and World at War were
Did
off
you
the
get the
table.
Origins, those Origins guns, like the MP40?
Yeah, no.
like
You get the MP40, the STG, the Mauser from Origins.
Shit, that's
Um,
fire.
Getting like the Uzi from Mob of the Dead, all that kind of stuff. So for the Easter eggs, unfortunately, I did get World at War, which means I got jack shit.
Run around
like,
Origins and shoot
You
a
got
couple
great.
of boxes.
You got great Easter egg songs. And you
we're
have
gonna be
good
going.
radios.
We'll be playing Shadows of Evil, and you're gonna get into beast mode to hit some radios outside the map.
Yeah,
Does Shadows
That's
of Evil lose all its like luster without the Easter eggs? Like,
kind of.
I feel like the reason I love Shadows is because of like everything the Easter eggs.
Don't
like,
think.
can you?
Don't. Hey.
What
don't be
does
saying stuff
does
like
the
this.
portals
Don't
count as
sabotage my-
like, you know what I mean? Like if you go into beast mode, can you still get to pack a punch?
Yeah,
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 you have to
that's
do
not
that.
part of the Easter
Oh,
egg. You have
I
that's
guess,
just like the
yeah,
map.
I guess that's
It
part of
is
the map,
technically
right?
part of the Easter egg, but I
Yeah.
feel like getting the wonder weapon, or well, for the wonder weapons because that's a separate category. But at least opening pack a punch,
Yeah.
that's just part of the map. That's part of the map.
Part of the map.
So for Easter eggs, I got World at War, and then for zombies, that was my last round. It was between BO6 and World at War. It was between do I want all the chaotic bullshit of BO6 or I just want a classic zombies experience, even though they might be a little buggy and sometimes you get stuck and just like one tapped. I will deal with the difficulty in the one tapped and all that kind of stuff with World at War over putting amalgamations and manglers on literally all of the goated maps because I really feel like that would taint the experience of Garad Crovey and Der Eisendrache and all these goated maps if you had abominations and freaking amalgamations just running around everywhere. That would be awful. So World at War for zombies.
Okay, I was pick number 2. I went with World at War guns. That means I got the MG42, I got the Browning, the STG, the Type 100, the Thompson. I've got all of those inside my arsenal. I even have the flamethrower, which means that
Flamethrower.
for my high rounds on my game, like there's a potential there for unlimited damage. So that's
gun was
involved
busted.
in there. So we've got a lot of good guns coming from World at War. For my wonder weapons, I went with BO2. So I get the so wait, hold on. I put the wrong thing. Oh, I looked at Jay's right now. For my Easter eggs, I have BO2. So my Easter eggs, I have something from Origins, which is great. I have something from Buried, which is great. I have something from Mob of the Dead, which is great. Now I do have the Easter eggs from both Transit and Die Rise, which Transit is whatever, Die Rise is whatever. But at least I have 2 versions on each of those maps, which is really, really fun. So that's really cool. I enjoy that. Now, my wonder weapons, I have BO3 wonder weapons. I think those speak for themselves. You have the bows. That's a possibility. You also have the KT4. That's a possibility. When I was looking for something, I wanted something like a soliquifier. Could not get that. So I got the KT4, which is the next best thing. I have a lot of great options when it comes to the wonder weapons. And I also have Revelations, which has a lot of older wonder weapons on there. So that's really good for me. I have the BO1 zombies, which I feel like is in between BO2 and like BO3, which is fine. I'll take that. And then I have the World at War maps. I have the least amount of maps, but with all the things I've added around it, I think those 4 maps can be baller in their own right. So I'll take that all day long. Third pick was Kyle. Sorry, no, Richie.
Yes, so I have I went number 1 pick. I took the BO2 maps. So that means I'm gonna have obviously, Transit, I'll have Die Rise, I'll have Nuketown, I'll have Buried, I'll have Origins, and I will have Mob of the Dead. So I like those maps. I think that's a pretty solid
pick.
Pretty solid set. Next, I'm just gonna lump these 2 together just to get on with it because I have the BO1 wonder weapons and the BO1 guns. So for the wonder weapons, I am gonna get the fucking thunder gun, a ray gun. I'm gonna get the VR11. We are a VR11 podcast.
Let's go.
We do get the Wonder Waffle from Call of the Dead. I'm throwing that in there. I'm saying we do get that. It counts.
For a 30-second power up.
You get a
30-second power up. You get it.
Hit it and quit it.
Fuck.
Did you lose it?
I have the Winter's Howl. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Winter's Howl.
That too.
Bro, pause to think about the Winter's Howl. Are you kidding me?
I was trying to
your
think
next
where I left
category.
off.
You have the
I might-
baby shrink ray?
Yeah, and
Baby shrink
I
ray?
do have the baby shrink ray. And then what's the wonder weapon on? It's just the thunder gun for Ascension, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So regular BO1 guns. If you think about it, you'll have the RPK, the HK. You'll have the Galil, the Commando. You do have the MP40 you could buy off the wall. Let's see.
The G11.
The G11
11 was
3-round
hot butt ass.
burst. That's worse than hot butt ass.
The MPL.
MPL was goaded till like
Ooh.
round 6.
Yep.
The Olympia.
The Olympia.
Yeah.
The
Super
the
good.
M14.
The Olympia fucks.
M14 is super good. I will have the MP5. So MP5 is good. Number 4, I took the BO6 Easter eggs. That's
Boss
definitely
fights.
better than World at War. So yeah, so boss fights. I have a little bit more, than a disappearing brick, which is good.
Don't hate on my brick, bro.
And then, unfortunately, I did get shafted. I knew I was going to get shafted for at least 1 pick, but I think all in all, this is probably the easiest one that you can really compensate for. But I did take the BO6 zombies as my last pick. Yes, I do have some very chaotic zombies, manglers, pieces of shit, amalgams, abominations, all that fun stuff. But I only have to pack a punch once, and I'm good to go. So
There you go. There you go. All right, Kyle, you go right ahead with yours.
Okay. So I got all of the BO1 maps. So that includes like 5, Ascension, Call of the Dead, Shangri-La. I think those maps are just great maps in general, number one. Some of the most fun maps that I have fun playing, at least in my time playing zombies. I got the BO3 Easter eggs because I thought the BO3 Easter eggs were the ones that are like, they're challenging and they're the first ones to have boss fights in them. So I kind of thought those would kind of go hand in hand and be more fun because, like, before then you didn't really have a whole lot. You kind of did some things and then you saw something cool and then that was the end of it. So I think BO3 was like the nice balance between challenging and having to do multiple steps. In a weird way, it kind of worked out for me that I got BO6 wonder weapons and BO6 guns. BO6 is notoriously the only weapon set that uses melee weapons, and BO6 wonder weapons is one of the only wonder weapons where you actually get a melee weapon.
it's also one of the
So,
only ones where you have beans as a camo, right?
It is
True.
true.
Yeah,
Only
beans.
beans.
And you
I-
have-
there is a slight.
Your ass has to spend 50,000 points to pack a punch, buddy. So don't forget that.
True. I do have to spend 50,000 points.
And you
to
got the
pack-
rarity system. You got to freaking use salvage to upgrade your.
I gotta buy salvage and shit. But you know what? Because Vulture Raid is such a good perk, you don't even have to worry
Mid-ass
about
perk.
that. You know. So and of course, best perk in the game. I don't even have to talk about this anymore. It's so easy.
Jumbo.
He's not done.
Oh.
You done?
I'm not done.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you
thought you
piece
had
of
it. I thought
shit.
you had it.
And then I
Crazy
got
work out of
BO2 zombies because I never felt like zombies themselves never felt any better than in BO2. That's my
Agreed.
opinion.
There it is. There it is. Now, Jumbo.
Let me paint the picture for you. I spent a lot of time bitching and whining about my draft, but I looked at this. I think this is a pretty good draft because, like Jay said, Black
Okay.
Ops 6 maps.
Don't just
While we shut up, Reggie. I'm fucking talking right now. While we said the Black Ops 6 sucked for many reasons, it was because of the systems. When we put Black Ops 6 on different systems, those maps stand out very well. Terminus, we put in freaking Citadel, Shattered Veil. When you put it on the different maps, different zombies, different pack-a-punch, different point systems and everything like that, I think those maps have some aura. Even would go so far as to say is Reckoning actually could be a very fun, involved map. So think about all the
Yawn.
things you could do there and how much you can get out of those maps. Then with the
Nothing.
BO3 guns, I think that is the best pack-a-punch system that exists. You have very good guns in there. Like what were they? The not the HVK. Someone said HVK earlier.
Dingo.
So there's the Dingo, but there's also the 2 ARs, the ICR, and there's the H something. I'm blanking out because the HVK was mentioned earlier.
doesn't even know the name because they're
HK,
not that
They-
good.
But like, that's what you say. But see, the thing is,
You're a hater.
it didn't matter. The KN94, all those guns are there, and like the KN94 might be the most impactful gun in all of zombies if it actually is tied into this crazy 10-year Easter egg that they're trying to solve right now. And then you got the double pack system where you get your first pack, and then for 2,500 points, you could get Dead Wire, Fireworks. That has literally been turned into ammo mods in like later games and everything like that. That was the inception of also being able to high round without needing a wonder weapon. So yeah, at the end of the day, when I don't have a lot of wonder weapons, because I got only the most iconic, the goated wonder weapon of all time, the freaking Wonder Waff, plus the ray gun, the OG ray gun, you don't even really need them because you got every gun that works for it. On top of that, you get BO1 Easter eggs.
Just mind you, you might actually lose Jug, but you know.
Yeah.
You had to bring that up. I knew
Yeah.
you'd bring that up.
Yeah,
I knew
I
you'd
did have to
bring
bring it
that
up.
You
After
knew-
everybody takes shits on my brick, bro, I'm gonna bring it up.
You bring that up.
Hey, ain't nobody shitting on your brick, dog.
Black Ops 1 Easter eggs. We know Moon.
The fuck?
Moon revolutionized what Easter eggs were in Call of Duty Zombies. So you have that there to work with. And while the other ones were simpler, they were interesting. You know, when you're on
Like
Call
which
of the
one?
Dead and you
Which
hear
one was
when you're on
interesting?
Call of the Dead and you are playing as different characters, and you start hearing the OG characters talking, you're like, what the fuck is happening there? When you see a rocket launch on Ascension, you're like, this has never happened before. Interesting shit is happening in those Easter eggs, whether you like it or not. And then finally, Black Ops 3 Zombies. There's, like, again, when it comes to special zombies, I don't think any game nailed it like Black Ops 3 Zombies. So, there you go. The
Meatballs, yeah.
Gorod Crovey, the robots. You got the meatballs. You got the what's it called? The priest fucking things on Shadows, whatever they're called. What else do you got?
Pre-order.
You got dogs in there.
Can we just get to the voicemails?
I stayed quiet through all of you yapping about your things. Do not give
I said
me
I
that
pre-order.
shit. I didn't say
I
that.
said I
It's Richie who,
pre-ordered.
for some reason, has it out for me the last couple of pods. I don't know what I did to this guy.
Developing rivalry.
Yeah, like I don't know what happened here with this guy.
Heating up. The rivalry is heating up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gents, that's all the picks. Those are our games. You can go into the Discord, which should be down below. The link is down below. And then you can go and vote on who you think is the winner here. Who has the best game? Our previous winner was Jumba in a landslide. Will he win
that
this
again.
time?
No.
And
Will he
just
win
so
this
everyone knows,
time?
I don't think I'll
we are
win, but I
keeping
think
track
I
of these
think I
wins.
will compete.
So right now, all time, I have 1 win. Jumba has 1 win. The other 3 all have 0 wins. So we are keeping track of this all-time win-loss record when it comes to the drafts. So this is important that you vote.
Who
We
will
want your
win?
voice to be heard.
Who will come out on top?
And just know
on
this
this
affects all of our mentals an immense amount. Wyatt
it
literally
does.
told me
I couldn't sleep.
that he was up all night because he didn't get a vote.
Richie was
okay if
fucking
I
watching
lost.
every day. Jumba's up
I
again.
was.
Oh, I'm tied. Jumba's up again. Oh, I'm tied. Oh my god, Jumba ran away with
But
it.
every time he would send those updates, Jumbo was like, not over yet. 6 days left in the voting.
I was
Because, you know,
congratulating
I'm gonna stay
Jumba
humble in the
immediately
moment.
because
I'm
he
gonna stay
won.
humble.
Right?
I'm gonna stay humble in the moment.
Listen, I could not sleep. I was okay with losing. I was not okay with having 0 votes. I just could not. I was not going to be able to
It's so
survive
shit
with
that
that.
nobody out there believes in me.
Luckily, I got 2 votes from 2 kind angels who voted for my ass. So very excited for that.
Dude, I think
Okay,
they were harsh
ladies
on
and
you.
gents.
I think they were harsh on you. Like, I think 2 votes was actually kind of crazy for yours.
It was. You know what? We're done with that. I
Yeah.
can't go back to that because if I do, I'll never let it go. But here we go. Ladies and gents, don't forget, vote down below. Click on the Discord. Join in. We do more than that in the Discord. A lot more than that. There's a lot of fun stuff. We have a very good Discord. I'm just going to say it right now. Our Discord is always chatting, which you
It's
do
always
not
popping.
see in a lot of other ones. You just don't see
And
it.
bro, we've got people already like linking up playing the beta together that they met through the cord. They're hopping in the voice channels and gaming. Like people are, it's a good time
playing.
in there.
They're out here
Good
having a good time,
community.
going back, reminiscing, trying things they've never tried before. Some players are saying this zombie sucks. Some people are like, how much did you play it? Not that much. All right, let's come together. Let's actually figure this out. Let's figure this out together. Lots of fun stuff. Lots of good stuff inside the Discord. So go ahead and vote in there. Let's take another quick break, and then on the other side we got voicemails from you guys, and then we'll send you guys on the rest of your week. Let's get it. All right, ladies and gents, let's round it out with the voicemails here. Don't forget, you can send in a voicemail that can be heard on the show as well. All you have to do is go on down to the Discord or ask any of us for the link. We send it to you. You can record a voicemail up to 1 minute and 30 seconds. Super, super easy to
Also-
upload. And also, it's down in the description down below.
Yep, in the description for the YouTube. We have added it there if you want to go do that.
Hell yeah. All right, so let's get to the first one here. It says, fuck that guy in the comments. That could mean anything, really. That
Yeah,
I mean, that,
like,
that
really
could
Like,
have
in what
multiple
context
different.
are we actually fucking
It could
them? Like,
mean he could mean anything, and I'm
also,
definitely not
what
stalling
comments?
because it didn't.
Is that
start.
in our comment section? He's got beef with somebody?
was it us that called?
I hope he's defending me.
Fuck the dude in the comments giving Jay shit about how the fuck the lore
Amen.
works. The lore doesn't matter anymore.
That's what
from a
I'm
different
saying.
Fucking timeline in a different
Nerds.
universe. There could be a Jebediah Brown of this universe or from the last universe
That's the
that
beauty
got
of it.
trashed to the dark ether and has been sitting there with resentment for all these years. What
Preach,
the fuck
brother.
do you know? I don't give a shit that Jeb maybe
Hell yeah.
died. It's
Hell
not
yeah.
Yeah,
confirmed.
fuck them.
It's assumed that the townspeople turned on him after the whole buried situation happened. So fuck that dude's lore. Fuck what he thinks. And I don't give a shit. Like, douchebag,
Same.
hop off the comments. You gonna hop on my... Oh, I got people staring at me because I'm shouting in the car.
Yeah,
Well,
just shout in the
that
car,
being
bro.
said, fuck that
Get on the
guy.
car, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of this entire situation. Like we
Fuck
said from the
that
beginning,
guy.
with Black
That's what
Ops
I'm
7,
saying, brother.
Black Ops 7, because they've brought in these characters, even though they're the old characters, don't associate that old lore with this new lore. It's
That's
different.
why I thought the comment was dumb. We literally have Ultimus, Primus,
Yeah, I
and
was gonna
whatever the
say-
hell this crew is of the same 4 dudes.
When have
and
they
you're gonna
ever
sit here
brought
and
people
tell me
back?
that this couldn't be a different Jebediah Brown? Like, what are you talking about?
We're in
Have
the
they
dark
ever
ether.
brought people back?
And it doesn't have to be Jebediah Brown. He could be completely unrelated.
It
But
was
that doesn't mean
just a
we're,
take.
the theory is wrong
Yeah.
right now. It could be
Yeah.
right. It could be wrong. Who knows? We're not saying it's locked in.
Ew, who is this dude sending? Because he always sends them in. We gotta get
It's
shouts
Dom.
out that
is
guy
that
again.
Dom Zombie?
Is it
No,
Dom?
that wasn't Dom
That's not
Zombies. I
Dom?
could tell.
Oh.
I know Dom Zombies by the voice.
My bad,
Yeah.
my bad.
I don't know who it is, but it's not Dom Zombies.
If it's
Fuck
not,
that
well,
guy,
shout out
Dom.
that guy.
That
Shout
guy,
out that
he is
guy.
a regular
Comments.
GMB
He is.
voicemail, though.
Yeah, he is.
Mm.
Back to the Future Part 3. Uh-oh. There's no way we could listen to that. I don't know what that was. There's no way we could listen to that. Whoever sent Back to the Future Part 3, your mic was messed up.
It
There's-
sounded like the same guy.
I think it
I'm
might
gonna
have
be
been.
I think it
honest.
was the same guy. I think maybe the people outside of his car affected his microphone positioning.
Yeah, maybe.
And he
Those
had to
people,
change it a little
those
bit.
people walked up to him and said, "It can't be Jeb Brown. He's fucking dead." And now he's in a fight because
They're like, you
they heard
dumbass,
that.
he's a blacksmith. You think he's going to wear a cowboy hat? Like, what are you talking about?
So now our boy's calling to say, "I need help. I'm fucking
Back
in
me
a
up.
brawl."
He's like, send some men. I need help.
I'm in a
Okay,
gas
so
station
we have
parking lot. Help me out.
We have 2 back-to-back voicemails, and one says Jay is the Brian of Packapod, but then there's one that
Okay.
says, "Oh shit, I remember his name is Wyatt." So it could just be me.
Maybe
Let's
you're
listen
the
to both.
Sure. Okay.
Grievances, y'all. I got
Same
some.
guy.
Same guy.
You're gonna sit here and play Black Ops 6, and then tell me that you play World at War 2, and then Vanguard, and then Infinite Warfare, and tell me of those, Advanced Warfare is the worst of them?
He's an AW
The
lover.
story alone for Advanced Warfare is better
Let
than
him
the
speak.
story in Black Ops 6, okay? Okay. Like,
Well, BO6
yeah,
story's
you've
hot
had some
ass.
real
no one's
hot
denying that.
takes, but that was a Brian ass take. I don't mean to
Okay.
stoop you to his level,
That's
but
that's
was a
crazy.
Brian ass
That is a
take.
little bit wild.
Oh, Brian is
Otherwise,
really part of the lore of this pod.
Decent game.
That is wild. For the
Okay.
listeners who
think
don't know Brian, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what I'll
so-
say. Number one, I concede that Vanguard is worse. I've never played Vanguard Zombies,
Don't.
but from what I've seen, it's worse. When I said my take in the Cord, I forgot that Vanguard existed because I've never played it. Number two, I will concede that the BO6 story is worse because I have complained about the BO6 story. I have not done all the Easter eggs for AW, but in the last week, I have played 8 hours of Advanced Warfare. I have been putting in the hours, okay? Because I was the critique of it. So I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. It was also 60% off on Steam. Shout out Steam. So I
Mhm.
said I'll buy it
Sponsor.
and I will play it. Okay. And before I say what I'm about to say, I want everyone to know that you can have your own opinion. Everybody is entitled to your own opinion. Some people like shit things. Okay. If you look behind me, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. They've been hot ass
Shit.
my entire life. So people
Yeah.
can like things that suck.
Yeah,
That's okay.
true.
That said, Advanced Warfare is the biggest piece of dog shit I have ever played in my
Okay.
That's
entire
crazy.
life. These guys are sitting
I
here
can't
saying,
believe
I
that.
like the Burger Town map. And I told Wyatt, my unbiased take is if you guys played it recently, it is aged horribly because all the things that we complain about in BO6, oh, there's kill streaks. They drop down sentry guns and robot like things that follow you to kill the zombies all the time for you to get kill streaks. They started with that bullshit. They were giving you kill streaks way before anybody else. Okay.
Fun,
there's also forced objectives on the map.
Well, the
I want to play the
so bad.
I want to play the infection one. Some random dumbass crawls out of a sewer and I have to escort him to the middle of the map. Otherwise, they turn the power off on me. What?
Oh, so
I
you
don't
don't
want to
believe in
do that.
saving the world now?
I don't want to do a middle of the game escort mission if it's not part of the Easter egg. I don't want to be forced to do that just to
What's
play
wrong
the
with
game.
escort?
That
That's
guy has a
stupid.
fucking family to feed, and that's his
That-
goddamn
that's
job.
That is
All right?
stupid. Next, the 25 level Pack-a-Punch is genuinely the worst gun system that has ever existed in a zombies game, and I will never allow anyone to deny that because you never at any point feel like the gun is good. Never. It sucks. The gun and the camos are ass. Like it's just multiplayer camos.
Bro's never used the blunderbuss.
He's never used
Once
the
again, I've only played
blunderbuss
that 8
trident
hours.
combo.
Also, the way the box works, the 3D printer, is it just shows you and cycles through, and then the moment you click it, you get the gun it shows, which I think is stupid. It's not like actually randomized. So you can like game the system and guarantee I get what I want. But the 25 level Pack-a-Punch thing is honestly horrendous. Like it genuinely is the worst gun system that has ever existed in a zombies game. I will die on that hill. Next, I'm not gonna lie. I saw this voicemail in SpeakPipe like 4 days ago because somebody in the court said, yo, I sent the voicemail. So I went to go check just to see how many we had. And the title is Jay is the Brian of Pack-a-Pod. So you know I'm going to listen to it. So I knew he sent this days ago. So I'm a petty son of a bitch. I'll admit that. So what did I do? I decided when people sit here and say that's a Brian level take, I am going to prove to them that it is not. Because what is Brian? Brian hates everything that is good and popular and loves to love the shit things. That's what Brian likes to do.
Ballistic.
So what do? I went and scoured the internet for an hour and a half to find every possible ranking that I could ever find of every Call of Duty Zombies game that existed. And I got a list of 25 different lists. And I challenge anyone to find any YouTube ranking that exists that I did not find. I made a spreadsheet. I linked to every single moment, and I compared Advanced Warfare to even just Infinite Warfare, because obviously we know the Treyarch games, those games are going to blow Advanced Warfare out of the water. Out of every ranking I found, all 25, Advanced Warfare ranked on average as the 8.8 best game out of 10.4 total games. So it is the second worst game of all time, behind only Vanguard on average.
There we go.
There are only 2 lists that I found out of the 25 that had Advanced Warfare higher than Infinite Warfare. By the way, Infinite Warfare on average ranked 5 out of 10. So right out behind BO1, BO2, BO3, and like insert like World at War or some other game that you want. People like Infinite Warfare. And I'm not saying Infinite Warfare for me is even that high. And I was actually surprised. Apparently, a lot of people very, very much dislike World War II Zombies. That is one game that I actually do like, but a lot of people were quite low on that one compared to what I thought was going to happen. That was eye-opening to me. But point being, everybody, when I say everybody hates Advanced Warfare, proof is in the pudding. Now, let's go to the Infection map, because some people are sitting here telling me that's a good map. So I went and found every all-time map ranking of every Zombies map that has ever existed, and I wrote those down for Infection, and on average, it ranks 55th out of 61 total maps on average. The only person that had it as an above average or average map was Noah J456, who
Big
ranked
name.
it 20th.
Shout out Noah J.
He ranked it 20th out of 56 total maps. Almost every single other person had it in their bottom 10, and almost every single person, for the most part, had it, if not dead last, basically dead last. So when I say everybody hates Advanced Warfare, everyone does. When I say everybody hates Infection, everyone does. Now,
Hey,
obviously, the
not
caveat
this
there
guy.
is there's going to be a few people with everything that like everything. There, you could ask people, do you like the taste of shit? And I'm sure there's some people out there in Philadelphia that do. Shout out
never
the
tried it.
Eagles fans after they won the Super Bowl who decided to eat that. So there's some people out there that do.
That's wicked.
So there you go. But point being, if anybody's the Brian level take, it's the people that like Advanced Warfare, buddy.
Can I just say, when Jay said, like, So what I listened to this last week, and I'm petty. So what did I do? I thought he was gonna say some shit like, "I found this guy's address. I fucking thing." And let's just,
I shit on his doorstep.
That's why I mentioned Philadelphia. And let's just say he's not going to be sending any more voicemails in. To be honest, though, your search of all the map rankings of every game and then of every map might have been more wild. I'm not going to lie, but
Listen, like I
here's-
said, I am petty.
Bro,
So I'm gonna
here's-
send. Go look at the Discord real fast. I will send y'all the spreadsheet I made. I am not joking when I said I am petty. If you're gonna call me
There's
the
a-
Ryan of
I
Packapod,
am
buddy,
petty.
every single one is linked. I also asked ChatGPT and Grok just to get the bots.
There
and
is a
opinions.
very simple
You
explanation
get
for all of
ChatGPT
this. All of this here. The simple
Yeah.
explanation is that Jay just doesn't know ball.
No,
The simple
you know
explanation
what?
is
no. So
you
Rich,
guys like shit, and everyone
Rich.
agrees with me except for Noah J456.
He's a pretty
Shout out
big
to
name.
Jay.
He's a pretty big name. Here's what I'll say though. I downloaded Infinite Warfare and because it was on sale, and I had already played a lot of Advanced Warfare, so I was like, I'll buy Infinite Warfare. And I think the difference lies in the way that we played zombies versus the way
he's
that
got
Jay
the
did.
videos linked.
Hold on. Let's also let the record show that Wyatt told me he's been putting the hours in. He's got an hour and a half total on Infinite Warfare. Steam.
I've been playing it a lot. I mean, I honest to God, I've like
That's
just
more
quit
time
out
than
of,
he
like,
played
Yeah,
out of,
but an
Reckoning.
hour and a half. I
That's
don't
more
believe
time
you
than
even
you played
reached a
Reckoning.
point where you've like pack punched a gun. I don't believe you know. how
I
to do
know. It's just I just get bored. I'm just bored. So my thing with like Advanced Warfare was we had always just enjoyed the overall running away shooting of zombies and that kind of stuff.
Ball knowers.
I think Infinite Warfare is going to provide more on the Easter egg side. Like just from playing it the hour and a half that I've played, it does. I can tell it does provide more because there's a lot more things on the map. And we just never cared to do the Easter eggs on Advanced Warfare. We just love jumping around and shooting the zombies.
Listen,
I think that's
the
where the difference
movement
lies.
is fun. Like the Advanced Warfare movement is objectively fun. The problem is they also have these dumbass EMP zombies that take it away from you every 5 seconds unless
You
you
gotta
can
have
kill them
those.
fast enough. But they'll hide behind the horde. Also, the crawlers, because they have the exosuits launching cross map at you, is stupid.
baller.
They're not even a
That's
crawler at
so
that
fun.
point.
That's
What's the
baller.
point of
It's
them
actually
being a
kinda sick.
crawler?
That's baller.
That's
What's
the
the point of
fucking
them
baller,
being
bro.
I
crawler?
truthfully think, like, after playing Infinite Warfare, I do think that obviously I'm not going to have it as the worst one. Vanguard's going to be the worst one.
Yeah.
And I'd have to go back and play World War II. I think there's value in Infinite Warfare zombies. I also think there's value in Advanced Warfare. I
Kyle,
just think
stop shaking your dumbass head. You've played, I,
I-
guarantee, less than 10 hours in the game.
well, Kyle hasn't
you
played it
cannot
with
give
me
an
yet,
opinion.
but I think Kyle, you did buy it, right? You were
He
downloading
did buy
it.
it.
Me and Kyle
I
played
did
it when
buy
it first
on
came
Steam,
out.
so
Yeah,
no, I bought it on Steam so we could play it again.
yeah. So he has
So,
it. But
I did buy
we
it.
got to go back
let-
and play
to
it.
all the
but-
listeners, I have agreed with them. I will do the Advanced Warfare Easter eggs if they will do the Infinite Warfare Easter eggs, and then we
Yeah.
can have a true discussion. Because if you do all the Easter eggs on every map, you've experienced everything the map has to offer. You've played it in a hardcore scenario where you got to do a whole lot of shit, and then we will give our full takes. But at least as of right now, there you go.
I do love the colors on Infinite Warfare compared to Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare was very bland and like dull.
Bro, you want to talk about facilities? It's the ultimate facility game. Every map's a
Yes,
facility.
which I feel like when
They
it
turned
comes
Burger
to
Town into a facility.
there's a missed opportunity there when you have the advanced movement. But there is a lot of colors on.
I was gonna say
on
the
Infinite.
one thing that I think Advanced Warfare really struggles from is the movement is sick and the maps are all small as balls, dude.
yeah.
They're all tiny. Like there really isn't much to almost any of the maps, and I feel like they could have done so much more with that movement system to make it like way cooler. And I feel like if they made it in a modern time, it would actually be better. So I think it suffers from the time it existed. But yeah, like the maps are just way too tiny. Also, the round where you can get infected and have to go back to the pad and disinfect is also stupid. That's a dumb round.
Listen,
It's the dog round.
it's a dog.
Yeah.
round.
Yeah, and that's fine. But the fact that if I get infected by it, and then every time one of the other zombies hits me, it lessens my timer, so you can just insta die without actually dying to the zombies because it's a time limit, and you have to disinfect. And then also it requires points. So if you don't have points, which also running out of ammo in that game is so bad. The max ammos do not come fast enough. I run out of ammo every single round in that game. So there's that. But the infected thing is just dumb. The fact that it adds a timer for I have 60 seconds and I have to go to this one area on the map and pay $250 to get disinfected is not a fun gameplay mechanic.
Yeah, I like I said, I do think it comes down to the fundamental like reasoning we play or like what got us into playing, because we never really like Easter eggs weren't really like a thought on our mind until much like later playing zombies, and I think we just enjoyed that movement. Like it was fun. I think that's why we
like
enjoyed
I said,
it.
the movement is objectively fun. I just find almost everything else about it less fun.
Yeah, but we're gonna go back. Like
we're gonna do it.
We're gonna go back and we're gonna play all these. That's the beauty of it.
I think the movement and the guns are the funnest
No,
part.
the guns, because all the guns feel like ass because of the pack-a-punch system. Literally, there's not a single gun that I use, and I try to use so many guns. Also, the wonder weapon, there's 2 wonder weapons, and the shotgun's on every single map. That's dumb. There's not even like creative wonder weapons, but the guns, it's just
the shotgun's like the ray gun.
Yeah, but the fact that it's on every map, and then it's the only wonder weapon on 2 of the maps. There's not another one. It's just the other 2 maps have whatever that sniper thing was. So it's dumb. It's dumb.
Nah, we got the blunderbuss and we got the trident.
Yeah,
Trident's
The
good.
2. That's it. The 2.
Oh, I
and
thought-
blunderbuss, best gun in the game.
Yeah,
by
100%.
far. Actually,
Well,
best
yeah, it's
Call of
the-
Duty
it's-
weapon ever made.
No, okay, hold on. That's just hot garbage. Are you kidding me?
That's
Blunderbuss, best Call of Duty
Thoughts?
gun ever made.
Chat.
That's not true.
I don't even.
He's
know if
not
I-
wrong.
I
Hands
have
down.
to go look that up.
No,
I
he
don't-
is wrong. Yeah,
Blunderbuss
I'm
I'm not gonna
Call
say
of
it's
Duty
the best, but
Y'all-
I will say it's
guarantee
at
y'all
least
have
top
not played this
5.
game since it came out, because it was crazy how many of the BO6 complaints I felt applied to Advanced Warfare.
Yeah,
like
but I can't
truly
double jump in the
insane.
air.
What?
I
You
can't
can
double
in
jump in the air
BO7. You can wall jump.
now.
It's shittier.
And that's
though.
why, you know what? I've kind of liked BO7 so far. Let's get to the next one here. Oh shit, I remembered his name is Wyatt. That's the name of it.
Does everyone hate that map?
Yes.
Does everybody hate that map, Jay?
They do hate
Does everybody
infection,
share
yes.
your opinion? Because I'm a part
They
of
do.
the population of
The strong
everybody.
minority.
Guess what? I fucking love that game.
Go
Just
ahead.
because the map got closed off from the
Some people
smoke
like
in
shit.
Burger Town, you asked for
About the
hard.
gator trap.
They gave you hard.
No,
And now you're
that's-
complaining
I'm not,
just
that
because
doesn't
Richie
count.
Kyle and
Burger
fucking,
Town's also not hard.
damn,
Oh, he
feel
forgot
like
my
an
name.
asshole.
He forgets my name. Is he
No, he
forgetting
forgot
my name
Wyatt's
or
name.
Wyatt's?
He forgot mine.
Oh,
That's why it said I
Just
remember his
because
name was
those
Wyatt.
3 got some real skill and you seem to be lacking.
I say this with
Oh.
all due respect. I might be the
I'm
best
really
zombies
bothered
player
that I
in
can't
this
remember.
pod.
No, that-
Might.
definitely better than those
He
3.
runs the podcast. I feel like an asshole. I am a little high, but fuck.
He just can't remember my name.
Dude, isn't he a
Bro,
GMP? That's what
he
you guys
runs
said?
the
He is.
podcast. Like, that's such a great line.
You
He
know what?
runs all the podcasts.
You know what? It's just an opinion, right? Some people
Like I
like
said,
Advanced Warfare.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I brought up the World War II thing because I like that game, and I was surprised to see how many people actually really dislike that game. So clearly, I like a game that most people dislike. I will accept that. I will stand on business. I will own up to the fact that maybe I like some shit too, just like the Dallas Cowboys. But I'm not going to sit here and let people call me the Brian of this pod when I
That
call
is a
shit
harsh
shit.
thing to be called.
Man, Brian of this pod is fucked up. Like,
Yeah,
Somebody has to do it though. I
I'd
mean,
probably.
I
If
think that's
anybody's
what
the
somebody's gotta
Brian,
do it.
it's Richie's
No,
ass who
no,
likes
no,
transit and diarize.
True.
VR11 podcast.
let's be real
Hey,
here. I don't
hey,
think there
whoa.
is
Nobody's
a
the
Brian on this
Nobody's the
pod.
Brian. Nobody's
Yeah,
intentionally
yeah.
trying
No,
to
There-
rage bait
you
on this
can't.
pod.
Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we
Well-
all genuinely believe what we say. Brian, he starts
Hey,
off
Brian's
believing
Brian.
it. Halfway through, he's like, it's not worth it. But he still rage baits.
He's
So,
doing it for the love of the rage bait.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
and he's always been
next
that
one,
way.
Next one comes from Arm Farm. That's a GMB listener. He's got 2.
guys, this is just a shotgun.
Got some relic ideas
That-
for you boys.
It's the best shotgun.
First
ever made.
one, it's called Toxic Blood. Every time you get hit by a zombie, you have a 1 in 3 chance of brain rotting the zombie that hit you. The only way that this relic activates, though, is available to be activated is you have to send your medical records into Treyarch.
Okay, yeah, I
Or-
like that.
Or else, of course, like, how else are they going to know?
HIPAA.
Duh.
Mm.
Yeah, how would they
Like,
know?
one-
Sending.
Going to be called Cherry Pop. every time you activate this relic, you get a new calling card. And again, all you have to do is just mail Treyarch your credit card information.
Yeah, I like
Again,
that.
Oh,
super
that's
easy,
easy.
Okay.
pretty foolproof. Third one I got, it's going to be called Paint Job, and every bullet that you shoot gets a paintball effect. It has the potential to stun zombies or boss zombies if they don't die in the first bullet by blinding them from the paint, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you get crit damage if you shoot the zombies or the boss zombies in the balls.
Okay.
And then
Huge.
again, all you have to do is go to your local Color Me Mine and sacrifice someone.
Kyle?
Again, pretty easy to figure out.
That's
My
impossible
only
for me to
real
do.
one that I
Can't
have
do that.
though is going to be called. Fuck, I don't have enough time.
All right, let me hit.
Fuck is
That's
the
why
name
he
of
split
it?
into two.
Let me
I
hit
have
this
to-
part too.
I will just say
Hey, boys.
that
Um,
going to Color Me Mime and you got to sacrifice someone in order to get this is hilarious.
That's a GMB callback.
The dates
yeah,
with Kyle.
We
yeah.
tried to get Kyle to go on a date to Color Me Mine. He kept saying, "No, I'm not a good enough artist." We kept saying, "Kyle, that's not the point. You're just trying to go on a
You just gotta-
date." He kept
you just
saying,
gotta
"Yeah, but my
color some
art is so
bullshit.
bad." I was like, "Kyle, nobody gives a fuck about your art." And we got into a full argument,
there to
like
flirt,
3
buddy.
episodes long, where he kept saying, "I'm a bad artist." I was like, "Kyle, I don't give a fuck. I just need you to go on a date." And he was like, "Yeah, but I'm just terrible at art." Do you think she's gonna break up with you because you're terrible at art? Anyway, it led to a whole. It led
She
to
won't
a-
have
She
time
could.
to break up with you because you're going to sacrifice her to the zombie gods of Treyarch in order to
That's true.
Very
unlock this
true,
relic,
very true.
so.
That already has your medical records. Okay, Arm
She
Farm
said,
Part
she said,
2.
babe, aren't you going to buy a plane? I'm going to be like, nah, we're not going to be here that long.
Won't be there long. This will be quick.
So as I was saying, the relic that I think they should actually throw in the game, it's going to be called All In, and you sacrifice your ability to use all gobblegums during said zombies run, but you get a 50% overall damage increase. You get a 25% increase to ADS and movement. And this is all going to be based off of like your characters and then excluding like any perks that are added into that. So like if you got stamina up, you would just have 25%, more speed and more movement, more ADS comparative to like a normal character not using all in, with stamina up as well. And then same thing with like overall damage, like it would obviously be a scale, but it would be based off of like if, let's say Jayhawk, you were using, I don't know, some fucking M16. Let's say, yeah, you were using M16. If Wyatt was using all in, his would do 50% more damage versus yours and vice versa. So that's my idea. Hope you boys enjoy. Love y'all. Peace.
I feel like 50% might be too much, but I like the idea.
I think that, all of the percentages you threw out would definitely be too much, but I like the concept of sacrifice this thing to gain this thing, because that was kind of like what made old zombies great. Was if you want to have the benefits of something, you got to sacrifice some other shit. That might be if you want to have the benefits of these 4 perks, you can't use the other ones on the map. You know what I mean? If you want to use this specific wonder weapon, you have to drop another weapon in its place.
Or
And
you're
that could be like-
slower.
like the Apothecant Servant only has 12 shots, but it's so goated. That's just how it's going to be. So I like the concept, but maybe we have to tweak those percentages because that would be juiced to shit.
His first point also made me think, like the toxic blood, like every 1 in 3 might have a chance to brain rot. Again, might be kind of OP, but I did like that actual concept, even though it was kind of a joke one, of the rewards from like completing a run with a relic. If they were to do things like giving like perma perks for other games and shit like that, that would actually be cool. So
there was apparently a leak that said something about perma perks being in BO7.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
So-
and I think the last time we got perma perks was what, BO2?
Black Ops 2.
yeah, BO2.
So like if like completing, like I talked about how the
Yeah.
rewards have to feel like actually useful, not just a calling card. That could be one way, because like, PhD wasn't in Black Ops 2, but there's a PhD perma perk on Buried, for example. So
yeah.
Okay, last one we got here is from Pete.
Shout out Pete.
You guys are given the opportunity to cast a zombies movie. Besides the voice actors who have brought these characters to life for years, who would you cast as the main 4 characters.
Oh shit. Oh
Ana de
shit.
Armas.
As Nikolai.
Times 4.
No,
right.
let me think about that.
Wait, I didn't even think about the fact. Wait, we were
all right.
Can I
we're
pick
casting
them
we're
in their
casting
prime?
the 4 main characters. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
So
He said casting people and just went straight to Ana de Armas. My bad.
Yeah.
okay, so let's
Can
do
I
it.
pick them in
Let's
their
do it
prime?
like this.
Or is
You're
it,
you're picking like a celebrity cast for the next map. You get to pick
Yeah.
who the celebrity cast is, and let's do no repeats. So if Jumba's taking Anna, unfortunately, none of the rest of us are going to pick Anna. We're not doing a draft. Just
Or are
when you
we?
got 'em,
Or
say
are
'em.
we picking who
Well,
would
I thought
play
he was
as the?
picking like the original 4
Yeah, he
characters,
wants
and
to
we were
know
trying to
who
get
would-
like
Oh.
the
Yeah, that's
the
why I said I
actors
was
for them.
wrong. Yeah, like
oh, okay. Okay, then not do the celebrity cast thing. So they're playing as Nikolai Dempsey,
Yeah.
Docu, all that
Mhm.
stuff.
and pick
Mhm.
those.
Okay.
to
Brad
Oh,
Pitt,
shit.
Tank Dempsey.
Okay. Do you have the rest of yours?
Nope. I
I feel like that
Don't
makes
know.
it
You
so
need
much harder because you have to like fill someone for a very specific role.
okay, I got.
You got
I
yours?
think I got some good ones. I'm looking.
I feel like
Fuck,
you need
this
someone
is
a little bit
actually
more
hard.
grittier for tank. Like I feel like a prime. Hold on. Like why am I?
I got the perfect guy for fucking.
Would like yeah,
For
like would not
who?
like a
For Rick Toffin.
prime Bruce Willis not be like a good.
I was
tank,
gonna say
feel?
Bruce Willis. Were
Oh,
you gonna
yeah,
say Bruce Willis?
Solid. Bruce Willis is solid.
I was gonna
For,
do that for
um,
Tank.
Yeah.
For Tank, Bruce Willis, solid. I think this is the best one I can find for Rick Toffin. Christoph Waltz, the guy who plays
yeah, from,
the bad.
I know what you're talking about.
He's in Django and he's in Inglourious
Inglourious
Bastards. He's
Bastards,
like
yeah.
the bad guy,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, he's
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Awesome.
about.
Okay. I'm gonna throw out a suggestion for my guy Takiao. I'm gonna go, and this is just like I one of my friends, his name's Michael. He's Asian,
Don't say
and whenever
Jackie
I'd go to his house, we would watch a lot of like martial arts movies and all that kind of stuff. You guys ever seen the movie Ip Man?
No.
No,
Okay, this is
No.
like it's like, you know, just a martial arts movie where like martial arts like instructor moves to a town, some like rival martial arts instructor comes in and starts like, you know, bullying everybody, and he like saves the town type of shit. There's a lot more to it. There's actually, it's a very like deep movie, and there's a lot more when it comes to like war and all this bullshit because it's kind of crazy. But Donnie Yen is the main guy. If you've seen Rogue One, he's the blind guy.
Oh,
He's the
okay.
blind Asian guy. That's where you'd probably know him. Also, if you've seen John Wick 3, he's the blind guy in John Wick 3.
Oh yeah, that
Donnie-
guy's legit.
Johnny Yen is a badass. He is going to be my nomination for Takiao.
I think
Okay.
that's a great pick.
Yeah, Donnie Yen is sick.
Uh,
I
Loves
think
to play
for,
blind characters.
I think for Nikolai we get Paul Giamatti.
I was gonna say
That's a joke because Paul Giamatti played like the Russian Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
yes.
So,
I
like,
recognize
Bro.
this guy.
So I wasn't gonna pick directly based off of like their entire like nationality. I was
well,
thinking
for
Liam
Takio, I
Neeson.
kind of had to. So
Yeah, no, I
For
understand.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nikolai was thinking like Liam Neeson, like not directly Russian, but
Paul
just like,
Giamatti's not Russian,
a
to be
character?
clear, but like yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, Vin Diesel.
His last name's
with a Russian
Giamatti.
accent.
So
Vin Diesel would actually be interesting.
Vin Diesel
too.
with a Russian
No, wait, hold on.
accent.
I got one. Hold on.
I actually kind of
Who's
like
the
Jay's
guy?
better, where we could just pick a
I was gonna say
the
maybe we
cast.
rip like a celebrity cast for the next like map type of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
let's
know
do
what I was
that. I
thinking?
feel like that's easier.
The bad guy from Iron Man 2.
Oh,
Nikolai.
Mickey
His
Rourke.
name's like Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Mickey Rourke. Yeah.
Mickey Rourke.
I don't think he like looks at all like what's his face.
He doesn't have to look like Nikolai, but I feel
He
like
looks
he
like
could kinda
an older Johnny Depp.
I guess.
Dude, I couldn't figure out, like, if we wanted to do the thing for, like, who would fit well in, like, the zombies universe, like, I made the joke about Ana de Armas. I was trying to think of where, like, Mads Mikkelsen would fit in with, like, one of the main characters. I couldn't figure out who he would be. So maybe, like, I think he would just be, like, a great actor. He's the guy from, the first Daniel Craig, James Bond.
He could definitely pull off like a more serious Richtofen.
That's
like
that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna originally say, but I guess like I've been hearing all the recent Richtofen voice lines where like he's so zesty.
He's back
so,
to being
like,
zesty. Yeah.
So like that's why I was like, okay, I don't know if he's like that, but like yeah, if you want the more serious Richtofen, like I think Mads would be sick.
I'm trying to think
Okay.
of who I'd want in like a.
Dude, someone just said Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp would be like great in the zombies universe.
Oh yeah,
Well, so that's what I was gonna say. Do we just want to do like a celebrity cast style thing, like I said?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, so you pick 4 people to be your celebrity cast, and voicemailer. What was his name again? Who sent Pete? Pete, if you're
Yeah.
upset that we're changing the concept here, send another voicemail, and we will honor. You will give us some time, and we will honor. Send it in Discord. Tell us in Discord you were not happy that we didn't do what you wanted for your voicemail. The actual cast, and we will redo this next episode after we think over it because it's a little hard to just do it on the spot like that. Okay, celebrity cast. Let's do no repeats just to get some creativity out there. We're not
Okay.
going to draft, so once you have them, just say them. I'm going to throw it out there. I'm picking Keanu Reeves.
Gosh damn it! All right,
Off
deleting
rip.
him from mine.
Keanu Reeves is on mine. If you already have him, Wyatt, say him.
I have Kurt Russell and Johnny Depp.
Shit,
Kurt Russell, Johnny Depp.
Okay, I'm
That's
taking the.
I
solid.
think it would be sick. I would be sick to have Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Take him.
Arnold. Damn. Nice.
So I got Kurt Russell, Johnny Depp. I was feeling like putting Johnny Depp as my Richtofen because he can play so many different roles. But like he doesn't have to be a direct copycat of Richtofen, but like
Yeah.
a character in that same realm. And then
Yeah.
Kurt Russell was going to be my my Dempsey.
All right. So I'm going Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, you piece of
Robert
shit.
Downey Jr. is
Piece of
my
shit, I was gonna
Richtofen.
think
He's
that.
going to be kind of the witty leader of the group, while Keanu Reeves can be like my serious stone cold killer.
All right, I'm taking Brad Pitt as my Tank Dempsey. I'm taking David Harbour as my Nikolai.
That's
David
a good
Wait,
Harbour.
so
one.
are we
That's
doing
a
it
good
of
one.
the characters, or are we doing it just like?
I don't know why
like-
they're saying as
Yeah.
my Nikolai and Dempsey,
Yeah.
but
I'm
I
just
thought we were-
I want to keep it.
I'm just doing
fire.
it. I want to.
Fire.
Yeah, I want to keep it.
Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm taking Leonardo.
I'm
Okay,
going back
okay.
with Mads. I'm taking Anna. I said her first. I'm throwing Danny
Yeah.
DeVito in there because that's just fucking
That's
hilarious.
That's
That's
hilarious.
fucking hilarious.
And I just
Okay.
You know what?
Uh,
I'm gonna take
Tank
Anthony
DeVito.
Mackie because I feel like he
Sure.
could fucking be funny in that
I-
in that
on
role.
that
I don't know.
I'm taking Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Okay. I was
Okay.
going to
I
take
think it'd be
Idris
funny.
Elba.
Oh, it's badass.
Idris Elba, that's a badass.
Shit, I need one more.
I got one left.
I got Anna, Mads, Danny DeVito. What a fucking cast. right
God,
there.
I'm looking
Shane
at some
Gillis. I'm
heavy
taking
hitters
Shane
here,
Gillis.
man.
Shane
Gillis.
Gillis.
Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis is dumbass.
Oh shit! I need one more.
Oh, I got one more. I'm
Okay.
taking Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel,
Jackson.
Piece of
sure.
shit.
I'm just gonna say this. I think he was probably. I feel like he kind of fits the roles that I've already picked when I picked Keanu and shit. Who was the other guy I picked? Robert Downey Jr. But I mean, he's just one of the goats. He's my favorite actor of all time. I'm taking Denzel. We're putting
Okay.
Denzel.
Yeah,
in.
honestly, I was
Denzel.
thinking when we were talking about like trying to do per person, Denzel was coming to mind, but I was like, he obviously wouldn't fit. But then after, I was like, that's still a good pick. Yeah, Denzel,
My last one. I'm taking Jason Statham.
Jason
Nice.
Statham.
I feel like all of Jumba's favorite actors have to have been on Degrassi at some point.
Canadian.
What?
Canadian show.
I don't.
Oh, because
Yeah.
Canada, is that why?
Yeah.
I've never watched a
Go
Crash in
Canada.
my life. I know Drake was on it, and that's about it. I didn't even know where you
Yeah,
were
he
going with
gets
that
shot.
joke. I was like, what?
He gets shot.
I'll
he
go
does.
with Robert De Niro for my last one.
Didn't hear him.
Nice.
Danny
solid one.
DeVito and Robert De Niro in the same
And
cast.
then
is-
Mads
Oh, what a
Mikkelsen and
cast.
Anna. No, my
Legendary.
cast doesn't make sense at all. I was just going with it's
Dude,
My cast
three
doesn't
in
make
the
any sense.
morning.
you know what? I'm just gonna embrace it because I'm trying to think of like a funny guy to like break up my cast, but I'm just going for the straight badasses. I'm putting Tom Hardy in there.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going
That could be funny.
Keanu.
That's a sick one.
They can be funny, but I don't have like a Danny DeVito, Shane Gillis. Like I don't have like a RDJ. I guess is pretty funny. Like he can be, I guess, my comic relief. I'm going Keanu, RDJ, Denzel, Tom Hardy. That's my 4 right there.
So
Yeah, my 4 is Kurt Russell, Johnny Depp, Idris Elba, Jason Statham. My comic relief in that will be Johnny Depp.
Yeah, for sure. Fine, okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Leonardo DiCaprio, Adam Sandler, Samuel L. Jackson.
Adam Sandler is so
I don't
funny.
have a Sandler. You know,
You don't have a Sandler. You don't
Mads
have a Sandler.
Mikkelsen,
Oh,
Ana de Armas, Danny DeVito, and Robert De Niro.
There you go.
Let's just
Danny
say-
DeVito's
Danny
just
DeVito
so-
as a zombies
Anna
character.
and then just Danny DeVito. Like, think of the voice
Jumba, the
lines.
only one with a woman on his roster.
Yeah, I'm
It
just
would be
diverse.
great.
You guys suck.
Progressive.
Jumba,
you know? We're all
Jumba, if
pieces of
your
shit.
your zombies would be hilarious if like Ana de Armas is like obsessed with Danny DeVito. She wants him so bad, and he just does not
He
want her
just
back.
doesn't.
Like he just
He's not
doesn't
into
care.
doesn't care.
He
Not
just
into it.
doesn't care. Their voice line, she's like, they're like, she's in love with him. He just doesn't. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. Richie, what was yours?
I took Brad Pitt, Shane Gillis, Anthony Mackie, and David Harbour.
That one's. I actually like that
David
pick a lot
Harbour-
for zombies.
Bro, low
Or
key, if
Nikolai
we
would
were
be
doing like the
fire.
actual cast, David Harbour could actually be a stellar Nikolai.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's
he's
why I
great,
wanted
Nikolai.
him.
Great Nikolai.
hmm That was a good voicemail, though. That was a good voicemail. I like that.
Okay,
If
wait. Should
actually
we
had-
just for his actual voicemail? Should we just piece this together at
Yeah,
this point?
can we just like pick,
David
like,
Harbour
our
as
own-
Nikolai,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donnie Yen as Takio. Let's
Yeah.
go Mads Mikkelsen as Richtoff, and I actually think he would kill that.
Yeah,
So now we just need a tank. Who do we go
I
with?
feel
tank?
like the one we thought
said Bruce
originally,
Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, you guys
Bruce
said
Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Okay.
Prime
like a
Bruce
Prime
Then we
Bruce
go-
Willis, where he
then we
had
go-
the hair.
Let's go Prime Bruce.
Okay.
I
We
think that
talking
fits.
like
I thought we were kind of coming up with those pretty good. Yeah.
okay.
Like, is
let's-
there
let's do
unless
that.
yeah, I like Bruce Willis. I brought him up. I was trying to think if there's anyone else who has like that more like grittiness.
What
that,
if we
like,
did like pacifier Vin Diesel?
Bro,
Nah,
I
man.
already said Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel
for
also
me.
could
Vin
work. I don't
Diesel's
know if
not like
Bruce-
a
he-
in your face.
yeah,
like
It was
that-
a joke because of the pacifier. Like,
Oh
shout out
yeah,
the
sorry,
pacifier. What a goat
I
movie.
zoned out. I heard Vin Diesel.
No, you're
Um,
good. You're good.
Bruce Willis kind of looks like also Tank Dempsey, like in the
We're
premise
thinking like
version.
Die Hard,
In
Bruce.
Die Hard 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Die Hard 1
Yeah.
looks more like OG, like freaking Tank Dempsey, but like
Yeah.
if you just Bruce Willis in general just gives me like premise like Tank Dempsey vibes. Like yeah, just if you ever look at him like dressed up in a suit, like that guy looks like Tank Dempsey premise version.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
that.
So we
I think
did
that's
we
a good
did a
list.
2 for
Yeah.
1. We did our celebrity cast, and then to recap the actual voicemail, Donnie Yen from Ip Man as Takio, Mads Mikkelsen from one of the James Bond movies and a shitload of other stuff, Doctor Strange, all that, as Richtofen, Bruce Willis from Die Hard and everything Bruce Willis has ever done for Tank, and then David Harbour from Hellboy and Stranger Things is going to be our Nikolai.
I think that's a good
Yep.
list. I think this would have been a
Bangers.
great draft, to be honest with you.
It
This would have been a
been.
fantastic draft, and maybe we revisit this as just a draft because, like, taking some of those names off the list, we don't have to do it specifically as like the 4 main characters, but just come up with your ideal, like, best version of like a character. You like build up your own story. That'd be a good draft. I think that'd be a fun one. But
Yep.
ladies and gents, that should just about do it for this week's episode of Pack-a-Pod. If you guys haven't tried out the beta, hopefully we gave you enough info to make up your mind on whether or not you want to go ahead and get it on release.
And reminder, if you play the beta, if you hit round 50, you get a calling card that will not be available when the game starts. So if you want to get that calling card, go to the round 50 thing.
Exactly. Shouldn't be too difficult. Just use the trap. Literally just use the trap. You could get to round 50 in your sleep. The trap is incredible. But ladies and gents, that should just about do it now. We're getting ready and we're getting deeper and deeper. Closer and closer. I don't know why I said deeper and deeper. We're getting closer and
Deeper and
closer
deeper.
to Black Ops 7 and the release of Black Ops 7 Ashes of the Dam. We're going to be ready for that. But in the meantime, we're going to have some episodes coming out where we have some more fun stuff. Probably go back to the well and do that one draft we were talking about where we create our own versions of the things for the classic mode that we talked about, I think, last episode.
Relics.
The relics, yeah. So we'll probably do some of that and just kind of have some more fun stuff as we get ready for Black Ops 7. Don't forget, if you guys want to join the Discord, it is in the link down below, as well as sending in a voicemail. You can send in one of those as well. But once again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you guys soon for another episode of Pack-A-Pod. See ya.
See ya.